All right, all right, all right. Hey, hey, everybody. Super excited to be here. I wasn't able to be around last week, Saturday, so I'm so happy that my schedule allowed me to be back here again today. And we're going to start with some housekeeping rules. So, starting out with today's call, we're just every time we have these, we're going to have these every Saturday. And we're going to just talk about gratitude, and we're going to talk about insights. We're going to talk about those things. But when we come into these groups, we want everybody to know that there's some housekeeping rules. So as you come in, make sure that you're muted. Do not unmute your mic before when you first come into the call. We will have a section at the end of the conversation to answer your questions that you have posted in the chat if we haven't answered it already. Wanted to remind everybody that there is a link or topic folder for Study Buddy Connect. That's where you should go to get someone to connect with within your state, within your city. That can kind of help you get a better and deeper understanding of the processes that are given in this group. So take the time to find you a study buddy, create a separate group outside of Recoupers, because Recoupers is very large. We're over 4,600 members, and we're super excited about it, but there's no way that we could service, the leadership team can service and answer all the millions of questions. And we're so happy that we have people that are regularly members coming into the group answering people's questions inside of the individual topics. But there is also another element. You can have that study buddy that you can call on, you can talk to, you can do Zooms with, that you can do FaceTimes with, all those things that can help you get a better understanding of whatever process that you're working on. So that's vital to your study, to your success, and to your support system. Everybody needs one. We all do, including me and the leadership team. So it's very important that we look at that. I saw there's over 800 messages in the study buddy folder. So there's somebody there. I'm sure you can find at least one person that you can find to connect with in your state. So there's quite a few groups already there that are already created that are separate outside of Recoupers. I linked those groups, those like Illinois, Kansas, California, Missouri, Florida. So those are linked already pinned inside of that folder. So if there's another group that's created, let me know. I will pin it. I will make sure that people get to see it. So that's one of the major announcements. I wanted to make sure that people get with their study buddy group. Other thing is that now, every time we do these live videos, there is a topic folder that says Recoupers Live Video Library. So that will always be there. You don't have to go anyplace else inside of Recoupers to find them. Every week, we will post them there. There will be the chat, there will be the transcript, there will be the video, there will be the audio that Days does for us every week, and phenomenal job with that. And I just wanted to openly thank Days for all the work that he does behind the scenes with the recording, with the any of the media and the stuff he does for our group. So thank you, Days, for that, because you're phenomenal. And also when we post announcements, it will be in the announcements topic folder. So I want everybody to start getting used to using the folders. That's what they're there for. Try to organize it as much as possible. Get used to using Telegram. We do waste a lot of time, to be honest with you, about how to get into live chats. We've been doing it for about 4 weeks now, or 3 weeks now. So you guys should be able to figure this out. The links are going to be there. It's in the live links folder. So you should be able to find it. Instead of posting, figure it out. I need you guys to start being more diligent, because discipline and consistency and all that is going to contribute to your success. So it's very important that you guys learn how to use these systems, learn how to function in these groups, and learn how to get on these lives, especially if you want to get some of your questions answered, and to hear their wonderful testimonies, hear about what's going on and how we can give you further insight that we learn along the way about any processes that we introduce to the group. Again, I'm going to remind everybody that no one in here is an expert on anything. We're here to support each other as a community. There are no paid subscriptions. If you find anybody who contacts you about they got an ideal, they have a thing they can help you with, they want to charge you, all of that, let me know who they are and I will remove them from the group. We're not dealing with scammers. We're not dealing with anybody soliciting any of their businesses. We're not dealing with any of that here. This is a totally free community. Let me say it again. This is a totally free community, free information. We are here to support each other. We are not charging for our time. We're not charging for any of that. If everybody wants to do that in their own group, that's their business. Recoupers is not set up that way. So I've been notified of a couple people that have reached out to people that have been on these live calls, that have been on recordings, and people have been reaching out to them, sending them DMs and wanting to talk to them. I would advise for you guys not to participate in those type of conversations and send me a DM directly, Dr. Heather, and I will remove them from the group and block them, because we're not tolerating any of that. So we're here to operate in love. We're here to do to be here, part of the community and help. So that's what we're here for. Kristen, you said you want to add, she's an administrator. You want to add something, Kristen?
Yeah, just real quick. He does provide like free insight to some of the groups, and all I know is his name is Derek.
Okay.
He does give like free little tidbits and stuff, but I know that he was promoting like his own thing because I had like a consultation with him and he was trying to charge me for that. So just beware. Like, I know I don't want him to like blocked or deleted or anything. That's why I haven't done it myself. But I just wanted to let you all know, like, he does drop little bits here and there that are free. But if you try to like contact him directly, he's going to try to charge you for that. Just wanted to put that out there. Otherwise, go ahead. Sorry. Just go ahead.
Well, when people do that, if you feel like they should, because you are administrator in the group as well, if you feel like you want to keep them in the group, please let them know. If they continue to do that, they will be blocked. Because again, it will not be tolerated. You're not here to solicit your business or any of that here. Find another group for that. And Jeremy did not design this group for that. So that's a good segue. Jeremy, I'm going to hand the mic over to you. I've done my housekeeping thing. I've done my intro. So now we welcome you to the mic.
Well, welcome Recoupers to Recoupers. Man, it's been fun trying to keep up with this admin. They're constantly evolving and improving in Recoupers. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And then the people that come and visit us and are looking at the information, those coming in and answering questions for us, we greatly appreciate it. You're contributing to the community, and we're highly grateful for it. Enjoy the call. It's going to be an amazing call as usual. Again, our amazing staff, they do a wonderful job organizing all this and holding the community together and advancing the community. And that's what's important. We're all moving forward. We're all learning. We're all growing. It's wealth and abundance. You know, we're at the 2024 is the last year, the 7-year tribulation. We're going into the year of Jubilee. And we want everybody to be out here like we are. Excited, excited for the future, excited that all of our bills and stuff are going to get paid, excited that we're going to be recouping all these credits and being successful. And getting up out of this old system that we're in, it's been a pretty big burden on a lot of us, and we've been, we just feel trapped. We feel we're trapped inside this slave system. Even though I don't really entertain the slave talk much because no one here's a slave. That's just propaganda. If you get down to the nitty gritty of the bones, the meat and bones of all this, no, it was left on us, and we didn't learn. There, it just wasn't available. But now that it's available, you see who's coming and learning and succeeding. We've got testimonials, I'm sure, every week from here on out, and it's going to be more and more, and Recoupers is going to continue to grow. So every chance you get, thank the staff. They do an amazing work volunteering for the community and organizing this for us. And that's really it. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. And it's a dream come true being able to sit here and watch this unfold the way it is. So thank y'all for participating.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. We appreciate you as well for even having the vision to pull all this together, and we're grateful to be a part of this community. Okay, Marie, ready?
Hello, beautiful people. I want to just add one little piece to Heather's discussion about the groups that are forming. I just want to make it very clear that the people that we're bringing into our studs and buds group in Texas, y'all are going to be working. We're going to be putting up scaffolding. We're going to be preparing the foundation for the model of gifting parties that will be happening in person when we have our gatherings and our meetups. So our group, Studs and Buds in Texas, which is in Central Texas-ish, North Central Texas, we're going to be a working group. We're not going to be a group that's all just Q&A and help me find this and help me find that. No, it's a lion's den in Texas. We are tasked with being a model for help centers, for safe places for families to gather, learn, and grow, and share their art, their testimony, their heart, etc. So those of you that are popping into our Studs and Buds group, just know it's a working group, okay? We have Johanna in there as our admin, but we're looking for a few more that can be actively assisting us in putting together our manifest, our chart, our navigational map that we're going to be using, tasked as being a model. So thanks for Dr. Heather, thank you for creating the Where's My Buddy room for people, because it's just inevitable. It's inevitable that we're all going to find each other, and it is part of the prophecy. So on that note, hallelujah. And I want to read a poem from Joy Harjo. It's called Eagle Poem. And let this be the prayer that sets the intention today for our sharing and our testimonies and our gratitudes for all of this light coming in. To pray, you open your whole self to sky, to earth, to sun, to moon, to one whole voice that is you. And know there is more that you can't see, can't hear, can't know, except in moments steadily growing and in languages that aren't always sound, but other circles of motion. Like eagle, that Sunday morning over Salt River, circled in the blue sky in the wind, swept our hearts clean with sacred wings. We see you, see ourselves, and know that we must take the utmost care and kindness in all things. Breathe in, knowing we are made of all this, and breathe knowing we are truly blessed because we were born, and die soon within a true circle of motion, like eagle rounding out the morning inside us. We pray that it will be done in beauty, in beauty. Let's see.
Love that.
Let me grab. You feel it, right? And you just let me grab the Lord's Prayer quick, because the Lord's Prayer works in mysterious ways, y'all.
Heather, you got a lot
Our
of
Father,
echo
which
on your mic. A lot of echo on your mic, Heather.
Oh, sorry.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever, all and equal. Amen. Yeah, thanks for that.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. I'm going to go right into insights and testimonial. Perfect timing, talking about anything that we may have learned along the way for the week. And this is where Kay Marie and Christine can share some of their insights and testimonials as well. And Robin as well. Either one of you guys can take the mic.
Well, I'll start. I'm just going to give a general description of what's been happening in the last week. There's several who have taken the lion upon themselves and are submitting their documents via the 1522. And there have been many opportunities for the beings that are setting this up to come up with the details that are working. And I just want to say that if there's any hesitation on anything that seems to be coming back negatively, it's only so that our identity is formulated in the proper manner. Because when there are large bonds being distributed, they need to know who we are. As Kim Marie has said in the past, they want to make sure none of us are locked in some closet somewhere and somebody took our identity. So just know that that's all a positive thing, even if there's a lock on your TD account. We have been finding that that simply means that they want to make sure it's us. So I just saw that Lil came in. Lily came in. If she wants to testify about her banking situation, that was a success this week. I think this would be a big motivator for everyone. If somebody can unlock her mic, it's Lily Parker.
She's not muted, it looks like. Wait, doesn't look like she's muted. Lily?
There she is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, are you driving?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I have something. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, shucks. Hold on. Cooper. Wait a minute. Where am I?
You're doing good. You're doing
Oh,
good.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
I'm sorry. I was listening to the audio from the telegram and it was still playing. So, a friend of mine had told me about the 1522 a week before we did it in Recoupers, and I had, he sold me on the process, so I had put mine in the mail to the Bank of America, and I know that some say, don't endorse on the back. Well, he told me to assign it to the bank, and I did, and for deposit only, and I gave him my bank account. Well, I want to say about 7 days later, I get a letter in the mail from them, and it said basically, we cannot complete your process in this type of account. So I give them a call, and it's the Christmas holiday. So the lady that did it was on vacation until after the first of the year. And the young man I talked to, he said, "Oh yeah, Lisa, I see your deposit sitting here." And he said, she should not she shouldn't have this amount of money just sitting without instructions on that letter, because she didn't put her name or her phone number. She just gave the basic phone number to Bank of America. And he said, "Give me a minute." He put me on hold. He said, "Give me a minute. I'm going to see if she's available." And that's when he found out she and her manager were out. And he tried to resolve it with his manager, but he couldn't. And so he said to me, he said, "Please just call back after, the first of the year. We'll get this taken care of and put into your account for you, and into an account for you." And I said, "Okay, thank you." And he said, "I appreciate you being calm, because this is too much money to just be sitting here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to file an internal complaint, because there's no way she should have left this money sitting like this without instruction on the type of account you need, and or giving someone else instruction to open the account." And so he insisted that when he does that, the top executives will see what she did, and she'll get reprimanded for it. So it did work. It does work. And it did not take long at all. At all. It took literally 7 days. And he read it to me. He said, "I see you have a coupon bond. Okay. And I see the amounts. Okay. And why is it sitting?" I said, "That's why I'm calling you." And he said, "Oh, okay. We'll try to take care of this." And he just assured me that after the first of the year, that will be deposited into an account for me. So, can you hear me?
Hi, Lily.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Oh, well,
Thank you.
thank you.
That's exciting. Are you excited?
Yeah.
You don't sound excited, girl.
Well, I mean, it's ebb and flow. We get a million, they take it. We do. I'm not saying nothing bad is going to happen, but I've been through the ringer, so that's that even course that I have now.
Okay, you got this, and you're doing great. Thank you so much
Oh
for sharing.
and so I also did. So this is what the other thing I did. I also did 2 packets to the Bureau of Fiscal Services, and Pam. I don't know why Pam's so modest, but Pam had the nerve to call them, and she asked them certain questions about, do we need a 231 or a 5188? And the young lady told her no. She said no. The process is you send in everything. If your name is on it, you do not need a power of attorney, but you do need a notary. A typical notary will do it. It doesn't have to be a bank notary. You send that in. We'll assign you. She said you'll get a confirmation email with a case number that you will use for reference when you call in. She said it usually takes. I sent my 2 packages out.
For a second, really?
Yes,
You
yes.
fade it out for one. You said it usually takes. Start there.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Your mic dropped. You said it usually takes.
Oh,
And then it drops.
okay. It usually takes 2 weeks. You'll get once you get the confirmation email, is 2 weeks after that. So I sent them in. I overnight expressed it, and I see. They received it. What? Let me see. I did it Monday, so they received it Wednesday. I had the email Friday, and it said 6 weeks for processing. No kickback. And the interesting part for me was all of my bonds have my married name on them, but my email had my maiden name. So they reverted back to that BC name.
Oh wow, it's interesting.
Yeah. Yep. So, and one other thing, I'm not sure, and maybe everyone knows this. So when we do use the bank, we can pay them a percentage fee to do that every month and make that deposit without us ever having to work about with them again. Like they can literally be our intermediary like they're supposed to, and sell our bonds and make the deposits into our securities account.
Did your bank give you some more insight on how to do that?
I can't hear you.
You got a
You're
lot of
like
echo,
yeah, you
Heather.
sound like an echo. I couldn't hear what you said.
Here, let me just ask what she was asking. More details on what type of account and the banking part of it.
Okay, so the account that I have is a trust account. And that when she said you can't use this type of account, that's the account she said I could not use. Now we're dealing with securities, so I'm assuming that I need some type of brokerage, securities, or investment account. Because when I sent those to the Treasury, to the Bureau, I did have the deposit into my brokerage account, and I did not get any kickback.
And that was your Fidelity account, correct?
One was Fidelity, one was Charles Schwab. Yeah. So
Yeah, so they didn't ask to shift it into another type of account
no,
because she already had
a
that with
security.
Charles Schwab and Fidelity.
Right.
So that's what we're unraveling as the lion lure
Trial
goes
and error.
forward.
Yep. And I don't know
And
if everyone had a chance to look at the 231, the standard form 231, but it says that we could actually give our tax returns to them as well. Because what Kim Marie pointed out a while ago in the 903 is The Bureau of Fiscal Services is on the check, on the outside of the check. So if we give it to them directly, we don't have to wait for the IRS to deal with their nonsense all day and every day and 6 months and 8 months and all that stuff they did. But it says on that power of attorney, that 231, that we could do that. Number 1 says that. As long as it's paid to the United States Treasury.
So that's a couple mic drops and a half.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, sweetheart. So Billy, could you share just to wind this up because it's just so much. And share a couple type of coupons that you listed on your 1520 to get it. But for anyone with one with a transcript, like I will repeat in my last breath and be placed on a 1522 and turned in to that bank that's talking about designed your securities, which are credits being issued to your blue card person. So take those letters that people are sending back, love letters, grab the transcript if they're showing on there. And if they're not, just wrap up all your comments, do what talking about, go open up an account, and it's winning. Go ahead, Lily.
Okay, so I'm glad you asked me that because I did it. I'm doing the trial and error thing with this. So I did it. The Bank of America, I did all my bills, student loan, T-Mobile, water bill, whatever you have, I sent it in. So the 2 packages that I sent to the Bureau, they were test packages. The first one was the coupons for what you just said, like letters from the IRS, letters to say I owe from the trust, all the trust. And the other thing that the young lady said to include in your package, in your mailing, she said, if you are acting on behalf of someone else, show the proof. So I did bills for my trust. I sent them a certification of trust to show that I was trustee. I did bills for my LLC. I sent a copy of the registration from the Secretary of State where I'm registered. Anything that I included other than myself, I sent proof, be it certification of trust, be it the registration of my ownership in that or my administration in that. And then I also took the third package, so which was 2 packages to them. The second one and the third one was coupons from where the IRS said that I owed for frivolous filing. I took all of them and I lined them up and put it in the packet. And I received 2 separate. I have 1 case number that's the same, but 2 separate customer numbers, 1 for each packet in the email. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm glad you asked me that. Just send proof that you are who you say you are. You don't have to do an extra power of attorney because Pam asked her that. If you are acting on behalf of yourself, or if you're acting on behalf of someone else, send the power of attorney that you have. You don't have to use their form. She specifically said that. And that's it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're there, Lily. Thank you so much.
Oh,
guys.
okay.
This is big. We're gonna have to go back and re-listen to that because there's a lot of info there, and we really, really appreciate the report.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. So much. Is this still a bad echo for me?
Yes.
It is kind of bad.
Oh, wow. Let me switch over. Okay. I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
So, Lil, I also just wanted to have you reiterate that others may not have heard that when you did get a frivolous filing, you actually got a check back from them when you filed for that return to come back to you, with a dividend added to it. There's probably several on here that don't know about that.
Oh, the $5,000 check. Yeah, I did OID on it, and I did a 1040V with it, and I put a negative in the front. I didn't sign it on the back. I just put it on the front, and I actually used my domestic living estate trust number. They sent a letter back and said, "Do not use that. Use this," and they made me use my foreign living estate number. And then a week later, I got a check for $5,132. The bill was $5,000, but the 132 was interest that they owed me from holding the money so long, which wasn't really long. I got that check, like I did that in August. I got that check in September.
Am I the only one who's like on the floor right now? I don't even know if I've fully processed everything we just heard.
I know.
Oh,
Can you guys hear me? Is this better now?
yes, that sounds better.
Okay, that was amazing. Oh my God. So frivolous filing, and you responded to the frivolous filing.
Yeah.
And then they sent you a check.
Yeah, it's really easy. Like yeah, it's so easy. Yeah.
Girl, you dropping bombs. Big nuggets.
Oh my gosh, I've been doing this since 2014. And so I've learned a lot of things, trial and error. And like Kim Marie, I received a 6-figure check, though, not 7. And they took it. And so recently I just claimed that back on my transcripts, and I did a 1099B the beginning of November. It was on my transcript 7 days later for 10 times the amount. I'm a rich mug right now. I love it.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. But it's after dealing with so much, it just becomes like normal, I think. I don't know. But yeah. So what I'm about to do right now with the bureau, so I did an OID for $6 million in credits. I just pulled that out of a hat. I like 369, so I said, let me see if they'll give me 6, and they postponed it. So the letter at the bottom, the love letter, has a coupon. I'm just gonna send it to the bureau and get my funds. I'm not gonna, wait for them to figure it out. On the 1522. It's actually getting fun.
I just want to thank you, Lily, for sharing your heart with us. And I would like to hear from someone in the chat here, because we like to water the tree that feeds us, right? We just got fed spiritual light and spiritual food. we got poured, the holy water got poured on us just now. So I would like one courageous person to come forward and just share what they heard for the first time, or what they heard newly, so that they can, give that light back to Lily, what she just gave to us. Anyone?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Miss Pam.
Well, I work with these amazing people on here daily, and what I gleaned from everything, since nobody else jumped up, I did. Okay. These are amazing times, y'all. All these little nuggets are coming out. The time is now. The time is right now. And I am so humbled. I am so grateful. It just, I stay in the background most of the time, but yeah, I'm so grateful with the magnitude of the nuggets that are coming out nowadays. And I just, it's humbling. I love all y'all.
And Pam, I'd like you to share what came onto your email without even sending the 1522.
Well, I'm still in the investigation stage with this, but yesterday, I received an email from the Bureau or TD, and it had a confirmation number, or excuse me, a customer number and a case number. I've never sent anything in. However, well, no, that's not true. That's not true. But anyway, I've sent lots of things everywhere all these years. But I did make that phone call, asking questions that Lily was talking about just a moment ago. And I don't know yet because I was out traveling yesterday, and I haven't been able to uncover the customer number that they assigned to me then, because I just had a conversation with someone and she got my email and she said, well, just use this customer number on any correspondence you send in. So, okay, fine. So I get an email yesterday. It has a customer number. I do not know if it's the same one because I haven't been able to uncover the one that she gave me yet. But it has a case number on it. Now, back in 2022, I did a writ of replevin, and I sent it all over the map ×3. I did a full administrative process on it to over 30 entities. And I don't know if maybe it's a response to that finally. I've moved around so much that they could have even mailed me something and I wouldn't have received it. So I can't wait until I uncover my customer number, call them back on Monday, and find out what the heck that email is about. So that's all I have to tell you on that yet.
And I just wanted to add, you did Treasury hunt and sent that in, and that was the only current thing that you had done, but that the 1522 hadn't gone in yet. So it's pretty amazing.
Oh, I had forgot about that. Thanks, Robin. Yeah, y'all go in there and do that treasure hunt. That's easy peasy. Won't take you 5 minutes to do.
So this is Eric, and I'd like to thank Lily for her report because that's great news for me to hear. I've been kind of a fly on the wall and just absorbing information and see a lot of negative reports in some of the rooms, and this is a great positive report. So that gives me motivation to go ahead. And like Pam, I also did a treasury hunt. I called up the Bureau and asked about if I could send 3 years of electricity bills as separate separate 1522s and not have to have them notarized because the total is more than 1,000, but each year was under 1,000, and I was told those aren't securities. We can't do anything with them, so that put me off for that. But maybe I will go ahead and send them in. But I was worried about having my account closed because I have a Direct Express account, credit debit card, which is where I get Social Security. So, and I have some what is it? Savings bonds. I bought savings bonds for my kids and stuff. By the way, for me and my kids and a couple of friends, because I'd like to put this information. I don't see Kevin here, but about 5 or 6 months ago, Kevin mentioned that his son was a designated driver with some friends and got stopped at 2 a.m. They're between 18 and 22, so he was, kind of borderline legal or not, or I don't know. Anyway, they'd been smoking and drinking, except his son hadn't, and he was behind the wheel. And the cop asked for his, driver license, registration, and insurance, and took it back to the squad car. Came back a few minutes later and said, "Kid, you should head home directly and drive carefully and have a nice night." And Kevin said, "What happened? What could have caused that?" Because his friends could easily have been cited or arrested or whatever. And the only thing he could come up with is that the grandmother, his son's grandmother, his mom, had bought them savings bonds. And that means as a purchaser of a savings bond, you're a credit to the system. Now, I remember when I was 15 years old, I was in the library looking in the reference section, and I pulled out a book of civil law, and it said the debtor this and the debtor that. In other words, all civil law applies to the debtor. That raised a bunch of questions in my head. So now the question is, well, if you buy a $25 savings bond, then you're a creditor. That means that their civil law doesn't apply to you. So maybe the cop saw a do not detain, release immediately when he pulled up the name. So that's a food for thought for everybody. Anyway, I want to thank Lily for that report, because I'm excited. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Christine for assistance and Kimmery for assistance on a package that's going in the mail right now today to IRS. But maybe I'll take that coupon and the full page coupon and do a 1522 on it. Anyway, that's my report. I don't know if, well, that's all. Thank you.
Can I say one more thing? I did. So I just wanted to say I use some originals and I use some copies. So it didn't matter which one I used the copies with the bureau, and I gave originals to the bank, and they both processed. So.
And let me take this opportunity, before I step away, that I would like to make a presentation to everybody here. I'll be glad to do it to the leaders separately if you want first, but I'd like to make a presentation on the Seventh Amendment right to trial by jury. A jury of one's peers is the highest court in the land, believe it or not. It is outside of government, and it's been recently upheld by the Supreme Court in a case last June. And one's peers is people that know what you know, that are of your status, that are competent to manage their affairs. And it was a form of self-governance that existed here in this country before the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, Judiciary Act, and all of that. And it was particularly established in Pennsylvania by William Penn, establishing townships. And the concept of a jury of one's peers being the most accurate or likely credible jury has remained unchanged since the year 1354. So it's that the grand jury and a petty jury of one's peers. I'd like to present to everybody at some time. Thank you.
This opportunity to thank Jeremy, the Honorable Jeremy Ellis, because that day that he called me up onto his panel, Spirit moved me to ask some questions if anybody else on the panel was having violations or their property touched without their consent. And they had been talking about trust at the time. And I didn't realize, at the time that when Marduk asked me to come into a Jitsi call, that I would be able to confess and testify in front of 200 people for 9 hours. And I cannot tell you the gift that was to me, to be able to really, for someone who had been stolen from, to be able to be heard, and then to be able to share one thing that I did, that I learned, which was how to pay myself on an ES and a V for all this work that I had been doing since 2009. And it caught fire because it made sense to everybody. Why wouldn't we be able to pay ourselves?
Like, you gave us a huge gift that day. I said, you gave us a huge gift that day. And you just keep giving them.
But you all gave me, who had been working with Eric and had been looking for a jury of my peers. I couldn't find anyone to assemble for 5 minutes, let alone 9 hours.
Yeah, we had a lot of practice on the longer.
Yes.
And you fell right in on it and just soared. I was like, yes, finally, it's sticking. And then Recoupers happened, and here we are.
Well, we led by example, Jeremy. We led by example. Self-governance is an assembly amongst our peers. Okay. In the future, when we actually start assembling in libraries, let's say, when these republics get stood up, we'll be able to summons the party who violated us in their person, right? The living will need to show up and face the person they injured. And then we will be able to, by that judgment that's made by the jury of the peers, make that person who was violated whole. All I've been able to do since that day, Jeremy, is just continue to report up the chain of command while all of us have been organizing. I've been hearing it on your Sunday calls. There's people voting for you and your security teams to step forward and become a fence for us while we organize, right?
That's right.
It's beautiful. So a lot of people working in the background for the greater good, y'all. And Eric, you've been doing this for a long time. And Jeremy, I know you have too. A lot of people, y'all are in really, really good company here. You can't see our angel wings, but we've been flopping around for a while, and we've been self-governing.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've been working for everyone.
So thank you for. Yes, working for everybody. That's a true warrior, and a true servant's heart is one who's performing for those who cannot perform for themselves. That's it. It's a ministry. It's an administrative duty that I was tasked with. I was tasked with making my voice be heard. And thank you to all those people that were on that original 9-hour call. And now 47,000 people have at least clicked on Jeremy's YouTube video.
Yeah, it's pretty wild over there. And I don't even really use YouTube, but just kind of a dump place for big files or big videos.
It's a legal archive. That's why I call them the Lovebrary. Why? Because the voiceless are finally being heard, and our voices are being archived in a Lovebrary, right?
Yes.
No more lies. We're literally crushing snakes, y'all. I'm here for it.
So, my memory again. Oh
yeah.
My God. So I did pretty from
You're breaking up.
learning this stuff.
Jeremy,
shoot.
Jeremy,
Can
take
you
your
hear
mic off. Okay, Lil, go ahead. You gotta go out and in, I think. Are you driving?
Nope, I'm sitting still.
Okay, you're good now.
Okay, so I did the 1040V and the 1040ES for my daughter. We did the 1040. Well, she does her taxes the regular way. She's new to this, so I did her taxes for her. We did it on Tax Act. So I printed out the 1040 and sent it off with the 1040V and 1040ES. She got mail 2 days ago. It said, we cannot process this because you didn't sign your tax return, and we need a copy of the W-2 to show the 2317 that was showing as a return. They had the 1040V attached and the 1040ES attached. And I said to my daughter, do you see this letter? It doesn't say they're not acknowledging these forms. I said, you're about to get $250,000 in credit. And she looked at me and she said, okay, Mom. I said, okay. All they wanted her to do was sign a tax return and send a copy of the W-2 to prove the withholding. That was it. So she should be getting I sent that back out yesterday, so she'll probably hear from them by the late January. I'll keep you posted, but I just thought it was great that they did not say anything negative about the 1040V and 1040ES.
Well, that's amazing. You got to do that for your daughter.
Yeah. So that was it. That was the last one, I think. I do so much stuff I sometimes forget, but I think that was it.
Hi, everyone.
Well, that's a lot of light here. Yeah, hi. Come on up, Kate.
Hello. I thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to, ask a couple questions over here. I want to introduce myself. My name is Katerina. Um, it hasn't been too long that I joined this group, but I did start about a couple months ago. I started the whole Kia process. I'm up to basically I opened up the trust account and everything. I'm up to that point, and I'm looking at the the whole 1099 thing, and I'm going through these audios and videos and the information that's on the chat, and there's a lot of back and forth, and it's not very clear to me, and so I'm like stuck at that point. I want to say, by the way, I live in Puerto Rico. My husband Javier, he's also over here in the chat. What we do is over here we're off grid completely, so we really don't have any bills. Like, we haven't filed taxes in forever. We don't have water bill because we have water collection system. We don't have light bill because we have solar system. We don't pay property taxes because we live in a 35-foot camper and we grow our own food. So basically all our, whatever it is that we're going to be claiming is going to be like a couple credit cards that we have, a old school loan that has been charged off, and the phone bill, our cell phone bill. That's about it. But and his Coast Guard pension. And by the way, but besides, whatever it is that we're doing, that we're living off grid, I do want to chime in because I heard someone talking about the whole, traveling thing the other night in one of the lives. And we are actually the only, well, 2 or 3. I was the first one here in Puerto Rico to exercise my right to travel freely with private plates
And my husband and I, we've been going together to the different departments and giving them notices as far as everything that we're doing. And so far, it's been almost 2 years and nothing has happened to us except for this one incident where this girl hit me and the cop decided to steal my plate. But once I gave them a notice, they actually returned it back to me within 48 hours, like the notice told them to do. And they actually returned it, and that was about it. So yeah, I would like to know if there's anybody that's willing to like walk me through what comes next as far as the 1099s and the the whole process of the credits.
So yeah, perfect. So Kate, your husband's on the call, you said?
Yes, we're right here together.
Okay. So while we try to keep these Saturdays for gratitudes, and the study buddy groups, obviously feel free to create a study group if you can't find a study buddy in your area or near you in our Recoupers group. But I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Has your husband paid you for all your hard work in the last 3 years?
Well, not monetarily, but yeah.
Okay, well, hold on. Have you paid your husband for all his hard work in the last 3 years?
No.
Okay, so until you do that, you're relying on the state nanny to pay him his pension, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, get that pen in your hand and find yourself a buddy. Y'all are going to be just fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay, get that ES and V out and pay yourself $250,000 for at least 2024.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Love you guys. Thanks for
Thank you so much. Thank you so
today.
much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, we forgot to pay ourselves, y'all. It's just that's the logic. That's the logic that's in the system right now that we're learning the algorithm of. We forgot to pay our manna from heaven. It's our interest that our parents and our grandparents and their parents survived this apparatus to the point where we were born here into it. And we have survived. And we should get a nice, godly salary for that every year that we thrive, right?
Yes,
so good work. Thanks for bringing that forward.
So I pay him and he pays me, just to be clear.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Find me the person that tells you that you can't.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Great work.
We can pay him too.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Yes, and you can gift people. You guys, we're going to start creating these gifting parties, and it's just amazing what's been coming through from the Father for me as far as my visions that I've been holding for quite a while. Now that the community is gathering, I think there's a lot of amazing resonance in the field with all of us that are championing each other and holding space for each other and sharing light with each other. Since we can't be in person, we can at least share our song, our light, our dreams, our visions, and our prayers. And that's what we're doing here on Saturdays. So, again, it's a really great opportunity for us to gift with our heart language and feed the tree or water the tree that is actually bringing us sustenance. I'm able to pick the fruit. I'm able to pick up the paper and actually make it have value for me for a change.
Cameron?
Imagine all these years we've been in. Yeah.
Imagine showing up to a
Go ahead.
Recoupers like this and walking away with a 17 grand gift just for being in the audience.
Exactly. Or imagine being some talent, like a poet that just went up to the stage and just read a poem, and some Grandma Millie in the audience walks over to the poet's table, right? Pulls out her little W-9 and fills out a 1099 miscellaneous and gifts me, gifts with credits, gifts me $18,000, which is what it'll be next year if I was the one that read the poem. Cookies for everybody. Isn't that awesome? Can you imagine the lineup of the talent that would want to be present at our venue? We don't have to pay people to come to our events anymore. They're going to be gifted by their fruit. They will be walking in abundance by what they give out. I mean, it's a beautiful merit-based economy. It's heart language. It's no more usury. It's beautiful. Thank you for that. Yeah, let's hold that vision together. Who else would like to share a gratitude today, or an insight, or your progress along your path?
Hi there, can you hear me? Excuse me. Hello, this is Marina. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, honey. Go ahead.
Hi. I'm in between work and learning and trying to make.
You accidentally muted, Marina. Unmute.
I'm sorry, I don't know how I got muted again, but anyhow, I don't know what how much of it.
Background noise, Marina. I don't know if there's a way to walk into a quieter place.
Let's see. What do I have to do here? I'm in a very quiet room. I'm not sure why there is, but
We can still
maybe
hear
I
you.
can put it.
Keep going.
Maybe I can put it in the chat. What I was saying is I am now getting familiar with the 1099B process, where I would have to do my trust and all that other stuff, so then everything can be funded into the trust, from what I understand. Is the ES process the same? Do we have to have a trust set up so we can have the ES process pay us back? Thank you so much for answering.
Yeah. So in the library, you're going to pay yourself, learn how to pay yourself, and then the other one is reclaim your credits. So learn how to pay yourself is you paying to the United States Treasury for credit to this Social Security card person's account. So you can use the ES and the V to gift yourself, your family, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma. That's for the 1040 person. That's everyone gets to use that, whoever chooses to file a 1040, let's say. The ESs and Vs can also be recouped, though, on the 1099s. If someone doesn't file a 1040, let's say, they're credits that belong to you, and it's your job to pull those down as you govern your administrative affairs. So thanks for the question, so I could make that clear for everybody.
I'd like to thank the Keno actually for giving us a lot of ideas this week. One of the ideas was the filling out a 4506T. And by doing so, you get a copy of your transcript, but it will also include CUSIP numbers that you really aren't going to be able to get any other way, at least inexpensively. So that was just a real eye opener for me. So that's one of the things I did. And thanks to Lily, I'm thinking now what I need to do is I also have the, the email that says that I now have a customer number and so forth for my 1522s. And I'm thinking I do also have a Fidelity account, but I assigned the money to go to a personal account with Bank of America. And I have a funny feeling I need to change that destination to a Fidelity account. I yield.
Is just music to our ears. Absolutely, y'all. The beginners Kimmery stuff study group has been just constantly creating content. It's just been amazing. But what we're all getting ready to do is find study buddies that are near us, that are in our group, that are in our city or our town, so that we can start actually planning these gifting parties in an area near you. Where is the gathering this week? Where's the gathering this month? So everybody can prepare for it, because we're moving into a BYOC. What's that? BYOC. Anyone take a guess?
Bring your own credit.
Yeah.
Yes. Right? I mean, imagine, it's such a paradigm shift, isn't it?
I just want to clarify something on the 4506T. Make sure you mark the box for accounting on there, not just transcript, because the accounting part is what gives you the QSIPs.
Right, B and C.
Yes.
You should check, according to Dino, you check B and C.
Yeah, both.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks.
And can we add
Thanks,
a point
Robin.
of clarity here? Yeah, thank you, Robin. A point of clarity for the 4506T, you have to distinguish whether you're looking for your 1040 account transcript or a transcript for one of your respective entities that happens to be one of your federally privileged workers in your boat parade. So, and when you do that, you'll be requesting the 1099s because newsflash, I don't know if you all knew this or not, but as our co-trustees and fiduciaries all these years, they've been storing away cookies, interest on our behalf all of these years. Those people in Cincinnati, any credits that we abandoned would do an aggregated assessed amount after that 3 years deadline. And they would scoop that interest. They would file a proper 1099 on behalf of you, the intended heir, who would one day come and have your moment of clarity, of insight, of revelation. And so you're going to be surprised to find when you do look at if you've had a sole proprietor for the last 5 years or 6 years, if you're just now the power of attorney over your grandfather's estate and you do a 4506T and you ask them to send you the last 5 years, you're going to be amazed at how many cookies by way of 1099 have already landed on your transcripts by way of the co-parent, co-fiduciary, trustee by default, state administrator, comptroller of the current. So that's a beautiful little news piece for everybody to be aware of. You might go treasure hunting and you might just be surprised at what's been stowed away for you, for your benefit. Once the competency, the eyes clear, we start seeing rightly, and we're awakening to whom much is given, much is expected. Well, the expected part is get a PIN without delay. Resurrect yourself, identify yourself in front of a notary, come alive in commerce, folks. So beautiful. Thank you for bringing that up, Jane. That's really, really, really awesome. Couple cherries on that Sunday for us.
And also this idea of putting the 1041 on there, do that separately, and it will show you all your 1041 transcripts as well. You know, people have been wondering how they can find that. And that is also something that can be done. And according to him, you can put 3 different years on, but he said, like, just start with the year you want to look at because it'll come back quicker. So not to overload it.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I did the last year that I filed. that was the one I asked about, because then I have questions for the years, after that. So this will give me a better idea of where I might have gone wrong in filling out my 1040 for the following year.
Instances, just as an FYI, they freeze your account because they're trying to work on your account and close it out. Or also, we have to remember that where we're all heading right now, in most instances, if you get a frivolous, it's likely, and Lily's testimony will back this up, it's likely that you undercollected and your ship is still leaning way to the left. You created a million or 2 million or 10 million credits on a B, but you're claiming only 250,000. So they're nudging us to become true book holders. We're holding books. We're keeping them in safekeeping because we're the holder in due course of the interest that belongs back to the competent heir of record.
Speaking of transcripts, I called up the IRS this week to find out what's going on with my 2006 blockage of everything, and was told I have to speak to a revenue agent. It's the only one I can talk to. I know who and where he is. But the man on the line said he would send me transcripts. They can send up to 30 transcripts. So I ordered transcripts from 17 of them or so, because I hadn't filed for 10 years. And they had something back from 2006, which was about the time I claimed credits for an OID in 2009 and received a refund check. Seems like they're trying to claw that back. Anyway, what a point I wanted to make is that you can just ask them for transcripts and they can send you 30 years of transcripts if you want, or 30 transcripts cumulative on separate accounts. Anyway, that's all. Thank you.
That's flipping awesome.
Next, come on, y'all, give us some love. Tell us what your heart's feeling right now. You should be jumping on trampolines right now, every one of you.
Kimmery, when you were saying about getting a $17,000 1099 or an $18,000, I'm thinking, and everybody being able to give that's not paying it forward, that's paying it outward.
Yeah, it's 100%. We're moving into a new way of thinking. So beautiful.
Expansion.
It's gifting. Yeah, beautiful. Liquidity. Christina, are you coming back? I saw you pop up here for a minute. Yep, Christina S., are you coming up to share with us today? She might not be in a quiet place yet. Looks like there's some hands raised. Allow to speak, allow to speak, allow to speak. Okay.
May I?
This is your time. This is your time. Allow to
Okay,
speak. Yes, go ahead. Who's that? Yeah,
my question is,
Aaron. Go ahead.
yeah, my question is, I mean, if you don't have the reports and basically you've lost all your ledger, for the
Whoa,
fall.
whoa, 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 Aaron, excuse me, sorry. We try to keep Saturdays, remember, gratitudes. So if you can at least start with a gratitude for us, that would be just delicious. Yeah. No, it's okay. Yep, you're good.
Okay, thank you. I yield.
So if it's okay, I'll take the next one. My name is Gia, and I just wanted to say the lady who talked about the one that gave her testimony on the bank, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing that, because it encourages me that this really does work. Not that I didn't believe K. Marie's process or trust it or anything like that, but to hear a testimony that it's actually the check is there and the bank basically has it. So it just made my heart soar that this is really true. It's not something, because I have people in my life that kind of sway, well, it's not, well, it is, well, it's not. But I'm so grateful that I heard that testimony, because it really encourages me to press on forward and continue doing what I'm doing. And I'm actually meeting with a friend, and I told her about it, and she wants to do the process as well. So praise God that this is just an amazing group, and I love you all, and I'm so blessed to have and know all of you, not personally, but yes. Thank you so much.
It's so beautiful, Gia. I thank you so much for just sharing the love today. That's just incredible. And you know what? Thank you for showing up. You had to do your part, didn't you?
I did, and I'm glad I showed up, honestly. And actually, because I have a little group in our family that is doing this, and I sent them notifications. Y'all, the call's going to start. You better be there. So I think they're all in here.
That is so dope. I'm so happy that that's amazing.
Awesome.
Love, love, love that.
If I could have an opportunity to say something, I'm fairly new to everything. My name is Wade. I live in Seattle, Washington. I'm new to the group. I had just been introduced, and I was the one who was fighting hard to try to figure out, saying my link wasn't working, so I had to go take my daughter's iPhone so I could get on the call. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys who's been doing this for the years in the past, well before I ever had an opportunity to know anything about this. My mom just had brain surgery a couple days ago, so I'm actually right on time learned about the ES and the Vs, and this could change my life. And I apologize for this, but I just want to know, what do you suggest I do as the next step? I sent off all the Vs. I'm just in a waiting process there. I hear so many directions, start a trust, do 1099s, start TDA. And I just want.
Yes, Wade. Yes, Wade. Awesome. Awesome. Listen here. Something that's going to give you and your mom immediate relief. Okay. Do either of you have an EIN in your folders?
I was doing the day trading route some years ago, and I had started something, and I did get an EIN then, but I don't know if it's still active or how that works exactly.
Okay, so watch this. So you can go get a new EIN every day, right?
Yes.
And you can go and get yourself a sole proprietor EIN first thing as soon as the IRS portal opens up for you to get one, okay?
Okay.
Just have it be a sole proprietor, the same name that's on your driver's license.
Capital letters.
Because you're going to open up a bank account, right, in the sole proprietor's business name, right?
Okay.
So once you get that CP 575 printed out and it's on your lap, you're going to want to make 25 copies of that dry copy. That's your unlimited credit writing check, believe it or not. Okay.
Okay.
So once you have a copy of that, the whole piece, I know it says scissors cut here, but don't cut there yet, right? Just make all your copies, tuck them away in a safe place, go to the hospital and ask the hospital for all of the bills related to your mom's case.
Okay.
Take out your calculator and add it all up. You're going to pay it forward double. So if it's a $100,000 bill, you're going to pay $200,000 on your CP 575. That coupon at the bottom, you're going to make it out just like a check, but it's going to be paid to the payable to, make payable to, or payable to whatever the hospital's name is that's on the billing statement.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to put double the amount on that CP 575 and go ahead and just at the very top is where your accounting is. So feel free to just put, oh, it's $100,000 bill. Just put times 2, put 200,000, put a little initial there, put a signature there that you are the one who approved that credit to go to that hospital who's helping your mother right now.
Okay.
Okay. Take pictures if you don't have a printer there with you, but take pictures of everything that you complete and you pass along to them. And they actually work with credits because they work with insurance companies and they are there to take care of people who are on Medicare or Medicaid or emergency situations where someone may not have insurance at all. Well, guess who's actually insured? You both are via your EINs.
Ah, okay.
Make sense?
Okay, so do I?
And now, once you have a sole proprietor EIN, you can start paying yourself, your blue card person, on 1099s. And everybody should be gifting at least their blue card person, at least one of your EINs should be gifting you at least $17,000 on a miscellaneous per year. We just haven't been gifting ourselves. We didn't get the memo.
Okay. Okay. So the sole proprietor.
So thank you for sharing your need. Yes, sole proprietor. Yep. And you can just put purposes. You can get one for her too the next day, or no, I think it's one. I think it's one EIN per day now, actually. So you can order hers the next day if you want. Sole proprietor in the name that's on her driver's license. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It's one EIN per social. So he can do his.
Per social. Okay.
Per social. So he can do hers.
Okay. Very good.
The same day.
Very good. Awesome. So, okay. So now you see what it feels like to be a trustee, right?
Yes.
For the benefit of another. When someone's incapacitated and they cannot administer for themselves, someone has to step up. So thank you for stepping up. And now you're going to have a testimony and you're going to be able to report back to us the good news.
That's the goal. Thank you guys very much.
To say
awesome. Thank you.
I don't know if there's an order or how that works.
You got a gratitude, Andy?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Well, I've been, first of all, I'm relatively new to this particular group. I've been studying, I have a financial banking background, mortgage banking, own my own company, stuff like that. So I've been down this road for about 4 years. And, the minute you think you know everything, then you find a better remedy. Before I was doing 843s to the IRS and everything. And then when I came across, one of my friends gave me y'all's information. And when I seen the 1522, and then I got a 1522A, I'm like, oh, man. So it's made the process a lot easier. Before I was doing it, I'm not exactly sure because I'm relatively new to this group, but of course there's a bunch of different ways to legitimately go about recovering credits, this seems to be one of the easiest because we take the bureaucracy of the IRS out of it, especially once we know exactly what credits were owed. But I did do some 1099 A's and B's for a wide variety of things. But specifically, one thing I just got back yesterday from a local bank that I've done a lot of commercial. I'm a developer and stuff like that, so we do a lot with this particular bank for 10 years plus. They sent me a copy of 1099Bs. I know what I filled out. Like by now, I know it by heart. Okay. So I guess the IRS changed some things, and something that was kind of funny about it was on one of the, not the, I have two different accounts that I was actually claiming on for this particular situation. One was with my actual mortgage banking company with deposits and stuff. Another one was with my holding company that I have for, real estate and stuff like that, that's backed up by the trust. And I noticed on the 1099B from the mortgage company, there wasn't a whole lot of, the IRS changed it, and on box 10 for unrealized profit only put like a negative 10% mark and nothing else. But then when I got the 1099B from my actual holding company, it's weird. The IRS like took my numbers, but on box 11 on aggregate profit or loss, they changed it to 6 billion. I didn't do that. I know it's them. So I'm trying to figure out, because the bank was actually asking me about it, which I don't really mess with the bank. I go straight to the Treasury through FOIAs and stuff. And then once I see the credits, pull them down from there, But I'm just kind of curious to know if anyone understands why the bank would, the IRS would actually change the B. I know it's an auditing type, sometimes trigger situation, and then change box 11 on aggregate, which I didn't have anything on that, to 6 billion. You have any idea why?
So the negative 10% is what they're queuing you up to grab your 10% tithing back to your estate, since you're the originator of all those credits, number one.
Okay.
Because we keep forgetting to pay ourselves.
Right.
Okay. So on the second B, was there anything in box 15?
For box 15, I don't think there's a fifth. Oh, I see what you're saying. On state, that's just the state identification number, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think on a B.
So someone at the IRS made an accounting adjustment and said that you profited billions.
Right.
Are you prepared to put that $1 billion number times 10 and put it in the barter box as signature for funds excess?
Well, I guess I could go that route. I normally only use bartering if it's,
okay,
like.
Hold on. Andy.
Yes, ma'am.
We're working a train system here.
Sure.
That's okay. Okay. I got my baseball bat out because you said you're a banker. So watch it.
Hey, I don't monetize. That helps.
Okay, that's okay. But y'all gatekeeping for too long. So just give me a minute to share with you what we're working on over here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We're reforming people's perspectives of how they actually matter in this economy, and how without us, banks, title companies, mortgage lenders wouldn't even exist. They'd be an NPC in this game.
Right.
So if you're willing to go to Recoupers, go into the room that says Kia Holly process, reclaim your credits. And that's the step-by-step guide that I would follow if I were you, based on the questions you just asked. All right. Gotcha. And that'll help you tremendously. Right.
Okay.
Right, awesome. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for ringing the bell today. I'll put my bat down now.
Well, just so you know, like the only thing that's happening is I sign a promissory note for a warehouse line with an FDIC national bank. So everything that I'm loaning is actually off of my social. It's nothing like I don't have the ability to create credits from promissory notes. Now it gets securitized later on. So I'm kind of new to
Now
this too. I'm
watch
like,
this.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
So exactly. So check this out. Like I said earlier, if we don't take the helm and the responsibility to go recoup what we've circulated, we made them rich.
Right.
And we got to do a bond call now. We're doing bond calls, y'all. They used our money to foment war since God knows what year. Don't start it, okay? We're calling our bonds, divesting from the profiteers and pirateers. Every time we do a B and we call back 10 times the amount of what we underwrote with our signature funds excess, right? We have a duty to do that. And that helps others who are trained in the forensic field to go do their job with said profiteers.
Awesome.
So we have a duty to perform in the manner that we're speaking of as a unified field of defense of innocent in this country who don't even realize that they were used and wars were started using their dollars, right? We don't need to, make this into a rated R movie right now, but I'm trying to keep it PG for us. But at the end of
Right.
the day, we have a duty to get that margin call back to your blue card person. Otherwise, you're going to become the profiteer. You're going to become the pirate of your blue card person. And guess what? Then your hands are going to be dirty because you didn't take the responsibility of bringing back those credits back to you, right? That's manna from heaven. Yeah, so perfect. Good work. Thank you for doing
Thank you
that.
so much.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you, Andy.
I'd like to take the next one if that's okay.
Yeah, please.
All right. I remember Kim Marie from 10 years ago and how focused and determined and on fire you were. And you have not changed. Well, you have changed. You've grown a lot. You have changed a lot, but all in good ways. But I don't know if everybody knows your long history of being a pioneer and more than a patriot, like a spiritual leader. And your nickname of running drummer is very fitting because yeah, I don't have to go through all that. I don't want to, blow you up too big, but I will tell you this. I want to tell everybody in the group this is that if you're here, it's because you're supposed to be. If you're here, it's because you were drawn here. You're not here by accident, and you're not here just because of your own curiosity. There is a power that is bigger than all of us that's building a team, and we get to be on it. And I am so grateful to be on it, especially because of how important it is to the leaders of this group and the leaders of this movement to keep those higher spiritual rules firmly in place. We have to open up with a gratitude. And that does so much more than just keep the vibe, light and airy for the call. It changes the trajectory of people's mindsets. It keeps people cheerful. It keeps us all moving in the direction of creating something new. And that is something that I think Kimmery has been wanting to do for so long. And now here we are. And Spirit is telling me that we are on the cusp of a massive breakthrough. So if you're here for a reason. And I'm grateful that I finally found the group. I'm glad to be here with all of you and be part of the team. And I can't wait to see what we create in the future and who we help. Having a humanitarian bent to my personality, I've got all these big plans for humanitarian projects that I want to complete and things that I want to do, but never had any kind of a vehicle that would get me there to be able to do it. Now we have that vehicle and it's about to get crunk. So if you haven't figured out who it is that you're going to help, spend some time out in the woods and just daydream about, well, if I could help anybody and money was no object, who would I help and what would I do? And that's another way to keep that gratitude flowing and keep us creating whatever this new thing is that we're creating. It's going to be beautiful, and we get to be part of the frontline team bringing in the new thing. And I'm so happy to be following the lead of our little running drummer with her great attitude and strong leadership. I'm just grateful, and I'm happy that all of you are doing this. And you know, well, let me just end there and just say that I'm grateful. I do have some questions as I'm going along. I have some questions about the process, and but I'll post those in the chat because that seems to be more appropriate. I'm just
Smart
really glad to
candidate.
be here, and I'm glad to be here with all of you. And if you're here, we're glad to have you. So,
Smart
thank you.
candidate. There is an anointing on your voice. I was sitting away from the computer, and when I heard you first come on, my spirit leaped. And when you started talking about K. Marie and how much of a blessing she's been to the community, I want you to know that you come from the same spirit, and you have the same energy, and you have the same reach as well. And I just had to come on here and tell you what the spirit was leaping. Literally, I got up off the couch and came right up back over here to my desk, and I'm like, oh my God, who is this woman? Your voice. I have a thing about hearing and energy and all of that stuff, but your voice is amazing. You have a leadership quality. You have the ability to reach millions. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep speaking what you're speaking. K. Marie was brought to your attention just so you can have a mirror for yourself. Hear what I'm telling you.
Thank you so much. That means the world. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you're a blessing to us all. And thank you for being part of the community because we need you as well. There's only one K. Marie, but she can only do, touch so many people and talk to so many people. We have to give her a break. So that's why God provides different varieties and different personalities to come around and to be in this group and have the diversity that we do. And you're one of those people. And when I heard your voice, I couldn't help but to come and say, you're on the right track. And God hears you and sees you, and everything's going to be okay.
I've got chills. Thank you so much. And
You're
that's
welcome.
something, Kimberly, her history, the history that I know of her, I haven't been connected with her in the most recent, but the years ago, she's such a talented putter together of teams. And
so are you. So are you.
Yeah, and so it's like you remember the network marketing when they would start it starts with one and then they have 12 and they have 12 and they have that. She set up a system like that, and I swear to God, it was. Well, I don't want to swear like that, but anyway, it was amazing and beautiful, and I learned so much. And
she is.
And I was trying to reconnect with her, but I didn't know she had a group until now. But now I do, so I'm here.
You're here with us all. We're here every Saturday, so you're amazing. You're doing the same thing. You're reaching millions, just like she's reaching millions. And just know that she's a mirror to all of us, and we're a mirror to each other. That's why we're here. That's why we have to be connected. It's not by accident. It's all alignment. All of it.
Absolutely. That I believe 100%.
So we appreciate.
And I saw your heart, Kim Marie. Thank you.
Just had to come on here. And
nice to meet you, Dr. Heather.
Absolutely. Same. Love you.
Sis, that was beautiful. You were raising the roof today. Okay. Thanks for coming up and having the courage to do that. That's really special. And that's what we're looking for, because we're here creating other leaders, right? And we have to start by having the courage to step forward from the heart, really. Just whatever's on your heart, just sing it, So thank you for that. Smart Candy. Who's next?
There's a bunch of hands. If anybody
I just unmuted Christina S. If you want to go, I'll mute a couple more people. Let's just try and, go one at a time here, though. It's random people I'm unmuting here.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Welcome.
Darling, we are doing just fine. Yay! We get to hear more.
I wanted to pop on just say hi to you guys and tell you how much I love you. And um, I'm actually out of town visiting family. But can I just tell you the other day? Oh my gosh. Like, I am so excited. I'm ready to drive back to Florida to go home and get started. I'm so excited about everything. And it was amazing. And then, Kim Marie, I have to tell you, when you were talking later and you're like, oh, Christina, and if she had 3 kids and she had this, can I tell you, like, you were almost spot on to my life. I was like, just does Kim Marie know me? Like, how does she know that? I think you were a little bit psychic the other day because I was like laughing when you were talking later. And I was like, how does she know? She almost spot on hit my whole layout of my life. And I was like, wow, I was just amazed. And I just love you guys so much. And I can't wait to get back home to start working and continuing on where I left off because that call was just amazing. And I'm so blessed to have all of you. And I have a toddler coming at me. Sorry, guys.
For that, sis. And I'll just say, you just confirm what it's like when you live your life as a vessel. And, for me, it's, I'm in service to the Most High and I'm in service here to everyone. And, I just allow that light, that message, that song to flow through me without interrupting it with my ego. So that was, kind of your spirit guide and my spirit guide kind of talking up in the clouds, the data cloud, because I was just dropping what was coming out. So thanks for that confirmation. But, if you spot it, you got it. And it's people that have that relationship where they're just that phone, I never, ever hang up the phone. I've already committed 100% of my life to this great, amazing omni reality because it's ever present. It's always there, always accessible, right? And all that we're doing, we just now have a community where we get to actually transmit and receive amongst each other. I am not really able to just talk to my computer when I'm working, doing my paperwork. But when there's someone on a screen share or there's someone on the other side of that crystal, 2 or more gather, God enters in. It's just natural law. So thank you for highlighting that because I had no idea that I was being a mirror, but that was so perfect. So thank you, Christina, for all that you bring and all the hard work that you're doing for us. It's just so great to hear your results and, be with your family, give them love and hugs for us. Appreciate you.
I will. Thank you guys. Your energy just keeps me going. I'm in so much awe of you guys. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. And yeah, I'm going to spend some time with the fam and then I will definitely be in the background and getting up with you guys and sharing anything new I come across. So thank you guys.
Hi, this is Yun Lee. Thank you, Kimari. And I want to share today that I had a little puzzle piece of why I received the receipt from the IRS stamped with the JP Morgan Chase Bank. And then I went to notary today to get a form, FS form 5512 for the changing my banking information. And then Chase person, who does the notary, she said we cannot do the treasurer directory direct notary. I told her, how come? Because we're not allowed to do that any treasury direct information document. So it clicked my mind. I received the receipt, the card from IRS stamped with the JP Morgan Chase NA. It makes a total sense that they cannot notarize own document if they work for the IRS. So it kind of solved the one click puzzle piece. You cannot get a notarize your Treasury direct document in Chase Bank because they work for IRS. That you cannot, notarize your own document. Does that make sense? And then on the way home,
Yes. Yeah. Yoon, we probably can use that green card, however, to let's just say produce a nice little medallion stamp when needed, just when needed, right? Because that's a security. But go ahead.
So it just clicked my mind that, because they work for the IRS, definitely they can notarize their own document. It's interfering in business. So, and then on the way home, I saw the license plate 144. I said, we are still belong to the people who come out of my people, the 144,000 people that in this group to bring the all the whatever problem we having, we'll take the country and people out of her whichever her is, okay? So I'm just glad that we belong to the 144,000 people to bring your friends, neighbors out of the tyranny we are in. And God bless you all. And we work together as a team, belong to the 144,000 people in the Bible. Thank you, Kimari.
Thank you, Yoon. And because we were given a B in the alphabet, which is two or more gather, God enters in, we also have a duty to multiply things. So I'd like us to consider multiplying 144,000 times 1,000. And then let's see what kind of a choir we create and generate and grow on this planet. It's going to get real bright. Y'all better have some sunglasses. Thank you, Yoon. That was beautiful.
You're welcome. We love you, Kimari.
I love you, Yoon. Someone want to speak something into existence by way of declaration? Because there is an awful lot of beautiful hearts here that are willing to hold that vision for you. If you'd like to share, yay! Okay, go ahead.
I am so happy and grateful now that we have teams of teams that are doing each one reach one, and we're pulling people out of poverty, out of sticky situations, out of legal situations that they've been praying to God for an answer, and God said the answer's on the way, but they haven't seen the answer yet. We're bringing the answers, and I'm so happy and grateful now that people are healing. Their families are healing. Their souls are healing. Their minds are healing. The stress is relieved. The slavery, the chains are broken off of their spirits and their minds, and they are able to live their life with purpose and passion without looking over their shoulder, wondering what's the state going to say, what's the neighbors going to say, what's the church going to say, what are they going to say at my work, because they don't have to work. Thank you. I am so happy and grateful now that we have a wave of people living in their passion and purpose, and they're creating free energy, new economy, food decks where they're growing clean, healthy food, and sharing transport systems that work together to distribute that food, and housing and those sort of things, that we all have a clear and well-defined purpose, a part of the mutual building of the future that we're envisioning and that we're visualizing. I'm so happy and grateful now that each individual dream has already come true, and we have what we have desired for our own personal lives and our own families so that we can reach out and help other people out of the mud. Okay, thank you. That was fun.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Come on. Who's up next? That's awesome. We're raising the roof, y'all. Prepare yourself. Prepare your hearts because we're raising the roof.
Hello, this is Latanya. I just want to say I'm thankful and I am so.
Hello there, girl.
How you all doing? Kim Marie, the group, Dr. Heather, Josh, Jeremy, you all are awesome. I cannot just say enough. You all has been great. You had a huge impact on my life. I am so thankful. I am like the leadership in my family. So I am helping everybody else to get their stuff together. But I am so thankful for the 1040 ES, Kim Marie. I am so thankful. Can't wait for that to transpire. I'm just so forever thankful and grateful. I followed Patrick Divine videos for like 6 months. Um, and I hit videos after video. So I'm glad that I came onto your video. So now I have been following you ever since because I had went to other groups. People been charging X amount of dollars. And I'm like, how are these people helping people to get out of slavery or, get to freedom when they are charging almost $3,000 to $2,000, $4,000, $5,000? Granted, we are all going to learn. We reading. We are doing our education and we're doing our due diligently, but if they could just direct us, but they wanted money to even direct you to that. So I have been doing my own due diligently. I've been reading, I've been learning, and I am just so forever grateful. And I just thank you all as a group. Thank you.
How we doing?
Please, I need some applause. Come on. I need some applause after these folks raise the roof for us. We just need to put it on a loop, okay? we need a little audience of applause on a little loop. Okay. Thank you for that. Awesome. Who's next? I didn't mean you, Dave. Like a little seal. Oh my word. Who's up next?
All right, just unmuted a few more people. You did or Brock? Go right ahead.
Yeah, howdy, y'all. Yeah, what a blessing this time in life is. I had a vision about 9 years ago, and it was of a log branch, and that log branch was it was dead. But I watched as there was belief and creativity, watching that log come back to life as moss started to grow on it, and then seeds were planted on it, and a huge forest arose. And this vision was so strong, it allowed me to realize that the only way we're ever going to do this is together. And that's by each individual coming together, but also coming back to what we were given, this beautiful earth, and the way it was intended for us to operate with true water, beautiful, clean water, with the plants, with the animals, but in community. And I just see this as such a blessing, because if everybody in this world was to even just give $2 worth of gold, we would have such abundance. We would have so much to give. And that is what's happening. This manna is coming. Christ's oil has anointed all of us for us to just live in love and to be together. And I'm just so eternally grateful that we are all stepping into this creativity and this belief, because that is what faith is. And the other side of faith is action. And each one of you on this call is action, which is showing immense faith and belief. So I'm just so encouraged and grateful for each of you banding not only together with your creator, with this beauty that we were given with life, but together with one another. So just thank you guys so much for just being here and choosing yourself and choosing why you came here and just answering that phone call. And that's what it's all about. It's one of my sayings. It's dialing, because it takes you picking up the phone when he's calling you. It takes you picking up the phone to call others. I just love each and one of you. And sending many blessings.
And Brock just had a baby. Congratulations, Brock.
Congratulations, new daddy.
Thank you. Yeah, we just invited our beautiful new spirit, Juniper Rain. Juniper Rain came in Christmas Eve morning. So yeah, bless you guys.
Hey guys, Jeremy, Kimry, I hope y'all are doing okay. This is first time I got to join over here on Recoupers on a live. Dr. Heather, thank you for all your hard work. It's really great setup, and I know it's took a lot of time because it seems like keep growing and growing every day, getting bigger, and man, everybody's moving in a positive, fashion. I know since I've been listening to Jeremy's lives, uh, it's kind of got me moving in like a positive manner. Uh, it's like you don't have to worry about a lot of things you used to. Uh, I don't know. It's like before all this, it was like I was worried about this bill, that bill, and I see, even though I haven't received anything yet, I know it's coming. I know it's coming, and I see everybody else moving in a positive manner. I just wanted to get on here and, you know, thank everybody, for sharing their information. Uh, Man, and that was a beautiful name for your baby. Whoever was just on here, uh, Jupiter Rain, I believe it was. That's an awesome name. Uh, Look, I wish everybody the best. I just wanted to get on here and, you know, just thank everybody, for putting this together. I'm I'm kind of solo. I don't know if there's anybody in North Carolina that I could group with, but if there's like I don't really know how to find a group. If there's a way you could let me know, that would be awesome. And if there's a way, a steak dinner's not enough to repay y'all for all the hard work. So if you could let me know how I could send you some love, hey, let me know because I got all kinds of pens. Hey, and I will make the time. So, just let me know. And with that, you know, I'll I'll go ahead and yield.
Well, Mr. Wayne, I want you to give me a big old air hug right now, and then the group can join in because I felt that deep down in my heart. And I thank you so much. And you already paid me, and we're hugging, and we're going to see each other soon. I really appreciate you.
Hey, that would be awesome. I appreciate you too, Kimmy, and I appreciate all the knowledge, man. The knowledge is so overwhelming. It's like I can't write fast enough. I need a course subscriber beside me. It's like hey, it's awesome. And
Well,
I
you
really
just,
appreciate it.
we're just keeping ourselves busy with our pens right now because y'all know that manna from heaven is due to all of us. We're just keeping ourselves busy since they opened up the gates. Okay. We're just figuring out what can we do? What can we do that's productive? Oh, I could invest in myself. Oh, I could pay myself. Okay, that's cool. And then I can go back to building, the scaffolding that's going to be erecting these big, amazing community tents that Jeremy and I are envisioning together, right? So we're just keeping ourselves busy, but you know that mana's coming.
Yeah, that I do. I mean, uh, I've been keeping up with y'all and on Jeremy's, stuff for quite a while. And man, it's like every day Jeremy keeps growing, and the the group keeps getting bigger, and every day it's like not every day, every minute we're learning something new. Every time somebody else speaks, it's like new information. And I just want to thank everybody for that. And, thanks for the setup, here. I'll try to make the time and get on here on Saturdays too. Uh, because man, I tell you, this is something special right here. If there's like you was talking about, like paying the 17,000 or something like that, we could pay each other. Hey, anybody let me know how I can help, and I will sure pay it forward because uh, I tell you, I already know what I've got to do. I want to buy some equipment, man. My home got destroyed up here. Uh, I don't know if any of y'all know this, but Asheville, North Carolina, and Western North Carolina completely got destroyed, and I have my neighbors sleeping on a riverbank, and there's no help up here. And as soon as the money comes in or anything comes in, I'm gonna buy, like excavators and a little skid, just something to start like helping my neighbors because I have so many neighbors, that's in the cold in a tent with no help. And I'm not trying to turn this into negative. I just want a way to help my neighbors, and I can't wait to, pay it forward. That's all I was trying to say. I, you know,
Can I,
because go ahead.
Wayne, you are, I sent you a private message. I was asking if I didn't know that you were a victim of Helene as well, but I'm making sleeping mats out of plastic bags. And I don't have anybody to send them to that can get them to the people who need them. Can you answer your private message and let's talk about that? Because I'm making them, but I don't have a way to get them up there. So, but I'll ship them to you if you can receive packages.
Okay.
I'd like to work that out, and that's right now. That's all I can do. But I am also overwintering some strawberries, and I'm hoping to send those up there because I know there's no crops, there's no gardens or anything up there. But listen, you are not alone. Please tell your neighbors that there's a huge group of people that are just trying to figure out how they can help. We just don't know what to do. So, if you don't mind, do you know how to check your private messages?
I don't, but I'm sure I can figure it out. And I
Okay.
really I appreciate the love, and I will find a way to, get it. I mean, I'll find the person to get it to. Even if I'm not the
Okay.
right person, I'll make sure it gets to where it goes because I'm telling you, we've had so much love, not from the government, not from anybody. We've had so much love all over. I mean, I could keep naming like, I don't want to take up too much time, but there's just so many people who's come together and tried to help us. And would you believe the government has turned them away and stopped them? Like, like
Which is what, yeah, that
people tried to donate 1,000 tiny homes, and they turned it down. Like the government's not trying to let them. Like it's just I I don't know. I just appreciate the thought, and I will get with you. How do I go about checking the private message? Uh, is anybody like? Is it? I mean, it should be pretty simple, I guess.
well,
Uh,
it's a message from Smart Candy. So when you go to you would have to go out of the Recoupers group and into the main messaging area, and
okay.
it'll be in your personal messages from Smart Candy. And but then be sure to go back into the Recoupers group because that's where you need to stay. And I am
Right. Right.
so excited to connect with you right now because this is something that I've been looking for. I reached out to a few community groups and wasn't able to get a response, but having an actual individual with a commitment to the people there, that's more along the lines of what I want to accomplish on sending these mats up there. So
Okay.
much love above
That's
And
from all of
Wayne,
us.
when you see her little circle, just press her little circle on. She's right.
okay.
She's right. When she was talking, it's Smart Candy. Press that little icon, that you see flashing, like when mine's flashing, go to
Yeah.
her icon, press that on, you can message her.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
see it now? Do you see it now?
Uh,
If you
let's
click
see.
click my name in the thing, and it'll say send message. But when you do that, you should see the message from me there.
Okay. I think I got you now.
Okay,
Yeah, I
good
got
stuff.
you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Robin.
What did you need from me, Miss Candy? Like,
Well, I put it in the chat. I need a place to send them to, like to ship them or have them delivered or something like that. So we can just
okay.
have that conversation in there and not clutter up the chat here. But I'm glad we made the
Okay.
connection. Let's stay in touch.
Okay. All right. We sure will, and I appreciate it. And we'll definitely work something out for sure.
This is what this is all about, guys. What just happened, what we just witnessed, what we just listened to. Such a beautiful thing. Community coming together for each other and sharing, not just talking about our own individual lives, but as a community, what we can do for each other. And Smart Candy has something to give to Wayne. And if Wayne never spoke up, she would never know where to send something that she's ready to send out to people.
May I just give a very brief declaration for everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Pam.
Your mic went silent. You gotta unmute, Pam. On other chats before.
Okay, we should be
When
good
they
to
go
go.
to leave, they press the end chat instead of leave.
Hello?
You
Yeah.
guys should be everybody mute. Everybody mute.
Okay. Yeah. I'm back again. I got kicked out for some reason.
Everybody mute.
All right, yeah,
you're
let's
not
give
talking.
everyone a minute to get back in here. The recording on my end, the backup recording's going. It looks like we have the main Telegram recording going, but
Yeah, I just did it again. I don't know what's going on. Hold
yep,
on.
no big deal. Somebody just closed it by mistake.
Recoupers.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, thank you guys.
I think.
I'm
Hold on
new
one
to
second,
this,
sir. Sir,
oh,
hold on
okay.
one second. I think Pam
Yes,
was
ma'am.
talking when we were trying to get everything. So give us 1 minute, baby. Just give us 1 second, sir.
Okay, thank you.
We'll give you a moment. Let's go.
Oh my
Let's see your
God.
name.
113 people just flooded back in. That's crazy. This is
We were
awesome.
at like 150 before, so we're just looking for Pam. I want to make sure that she gets an opportunity because she was just speaking and Pam, are you here? It looks like you're here.
Everybody turn your mic off.
Everybody turn your mic off. I'm going to everybody turn your mic off. I don't know why today is so technology challenges, but it's all good. We're all here. It's all love. Pam.
I think Pam blew out the comms.
Listen, all this love is going on.
She is.
All this love is going on. I love this.
It's vibing. That was so weird. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Pam. Okay, go ahead. Nobody touch the screen.
That was so weird. And the energy that I have with the declaration, then I would like it's very brief. But apparently the energy was just a little too much there. I'm so sorry for whacking that out. I don't even know what happened. Anyway, just very, very quickly, I would like to declare and decree with the power of the Creator within for the collective. We are the first and not the last. We are the head and not the tail. We are the Christed light in the darkness. With thanks and gratitude, love is the new money, and so it is.
And so it is.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just want to say thank you to everyone. And I was going to stay in the back. And then the young lady, the doctor mentioned the young lady's voice, and it touched her spirit. And it quickened mine as well. And I still wasn't going to say anything. And then Anne-Marie got on and said, let the song out. But from my heart and over everybody in our and sending a hedge of protection around us all. I seen you walking, each of us walking, and as I share this, it's for each of us. And it was like we all came together like sand. We were all little particles, and we came together like sand. And one person shined the light, and then we were there. But it said, "I just wanna say thank you for shining your light on me and never giving up on me. Marie, we thank you. We just want to say thank you for faith as small as a seed, digging and planting me. Lord, we thank you. The war is over, yeah. And yes, you will see us through. We owe it all to you. Lord, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you, Anne-Marie, and everyone that's a part of this. Keep the faith and know that the war is already won. Welcome home. We found our community. And I'm thankful for each one of you.
Thank you, Mr.
Wow, that
Anderson. That
sounded
was
really
beautiful.
good.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh
Anderson.
my
Thank you,
gosh.
Miss
Hell
Anderson.
yeah.
Thank you.
Tears are flowing.
Beautiful, beautiful. We appreciate you, Pam, for the
OMG.
declaration, for Mr. Anderson for singing and giving us a moment of worship and just gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. I know you wanted to say something too before we the call went bananas, but thank you. Let's keep this energy going. Let's go. Did you need to say something as well during this time?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something too before I got cut out. Um, I just want to say thank you, Kim Marie, and everybody else. Um, I'm new to this group. I've been learning a lot in the past, but there's a lot of people out there that been charging ridiculous amounts of money. But you know, I just want to say peace and love to you all, family. I just want to, do this for my family and take care of my kids. So it's just a learning process, and I'm really thankful to be here. I know it's not by accident that we're all here. So hopefully, soon enough, we get to have that party where we can all meet in person. I'd love to talk with each and every one of you guys, and that way we can all share our experiences. I just want to say thank you all, Kim Marie and everybody else. God bless you all. Have a good one.
Hallelujah.
All right, guys, we're at the 2 hour and 15-minute mark on this call. K. Marie, Jeremy, how do you want to proceed? You want to move forward, or you guys, your hearts are full? What are we doing?
Well, let's check with the community and see if anyone else has something that's heavy on their heart, a vision that they'd like to share, or, even if no one comes up, maybe there's someone who'd like to end us with a beautiful prayer.
I have something.
Hello?
Everyone.
Oh.
Is it okay if I go now?
The human, yes, whoever the human.
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire.
Jessica, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Thank you everyone for being here. And for all the work and effort that everyone puts into all of this new era. I I want to declare and I guess put it out there that there are those of us in extreme circumstances. And so for me, I would love to have some type of authorized representative because I have an environmental condition. I can't be near Wi-Fi. Even just being on this call is painful. Researching is painful. Going to get stuff printed is painful. And there's just, I don't want this to be, oh, poor me, but going into, say, a bank account or an IRS meeting with an IRS agent, something that seems simple, it's very difficult because everyone wears smartwatches. There's crap in our lights. There's a lot of, health stuff that comes with a light allergy, so to speak. That it's a very, very nice way of putting it. So I love the idea of getting together with people for gifting parties, but that is just not accessible, when you have this condition, and more people are getting this condition, I might add. So anyway, I am declaring that for those of us with unusual circumstances, extreme circumstances, life-threatening conditions, and what have you, that we will be able to get the help we need, because I am sure I'm not the only one in this group or in any group, even if they're not in the Recoupers group, who has things that are really, truly like demons on our back, truly. Attacks at every turn. And so that is my declaration, that those of us that need that immediate help or the interventions that can't otherwise get them can also participate and be fulfilled in a way that the system won't allow us to otherwise. Thank you, and I yield.
There's someone in my life that experiences what you do, so I know you're not making it up, and I know it's a real thing. It really is.
I'd like to kind of touch on that as well. There's many different, we'll just call them conditions out there that affect people deeply, and it makes it difficult to learn. It makes it difficult to read, makes it difficult to participate. And I also know from personal experience on a different level. It's hard. It really is hard when, for those of us in these situations here, go do this, you got to do this yourself, you got to do that yourself. Well, for some people it is almost impossible. So with that being said, what do we suggest to do to accommodate those situations?
Shane,
Just
I
like
would,
that
I would
one.
1 second. I would say I have a special needs daughter and grandson, and so actually, ironically, one of the members asked me to create a topic called special needs estate management. So there is a folder that I did the other day on Thursday that says special needs estate management, and so that's going to be the topic where we start discussing how we're going to be helping our loved ones. What can we do? What kind of trust can we set up? Blah 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 blah. So it may not feel like a lot right now, but we hear you. We hear you, the human Chester cat. We hear you, Shane, and the others that have this condition. And as we start to grow and understand and get our house in order, I promise you, there's someone in this 4,600 people that you can rely on and give, that could be your fiduciary and be your power of attorney for you and really help you out. Just be patient. I would suggest that continue just to absorb, be a part of these conversations so you can actually hear and understand. So when someone is supporting you and helping you, you can have a good understanding as well, not just relying on their understanding. But like I said, there is a folder called Special Needs Estate Management. I know you said, Chester Cat, you can't be around Wi-Fi and technology and all of that. So I know that's a little bit different. But if there's someone in your life that you can send to the group to try to help absorb some of this information and relay that to you in the meantime, that will be helpful. And as we grow and as we try to build these communities together to try to help out people, we'll definitely keep that in mind. So that there are people that cannot, through disability, through their own way of not being able to do certain things, whatever their limitations are, that is also on our hearts to try to help in that way. But we're going to get there. We're just not there at that point right now in the community, in my opinion. So, but know that we hear you and we see you, and that we're going to keep that in mind as well. So thank you for bringing that to our attention, because I personally wasn't aware of that condition. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I think it's universal for a lot of applications. What we're doing, you've got the paper side, and then you've got the online side. But I'm doing the paper side. It's not bad at all. Uh, I don't like going into public places. So, going into the bank, I do that at a minimal. Going into other places, I do that at a minimal. And I just try and stay out of the limelight and stay out of, town and stuff because I don't like the Wi-Fi either. It makes me feel different. Uh, I don't really tell many people that because they look at me funny, but it is what it is. So I don't like going to big cities. Uh, so yeah, I resonate with that issue. So I've tried to just figure out a way to do it simple with the paperwork. Just simple filings through the mail, one trip to the bank to get what I need done. So, and I OCD over the information. So I want to make sure that every step is correct when I actually go in person because I don't want to be in there long and I want everything to be smooth, right? So, yeah, and it causes a lot of procrastination because you just you battle yourself having to go out there to do that and you just really don't want to because of the implications and what you're going to have to do afterwards as far as healing or just grouping or getting your shit back
Recalibrating
together.
yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I have that as well. So just so you, yeah, I have social anxiety. I have all of that too. I have ADHD.
Another
I'm
good word,
autistic. So yeah.
decompressing.
Yeah, it could be debilitating. I totally get it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was able to get on here on these platforms, with just a cell phone connection and bring people together. And then the people that it attracted was, uh, I revel in it. It's an amazing time in our lives. We actually get all the genuine and authentic people in the same spot, doing the same thing, and all moving in the same direction. And we call that linear focus. Everybody brings everything together and then starts moving in one direction. It's such a powerful thing that we're all a part of. So yeah, definitely got to, I also too, in the Marines, we had a motto, we don't leave any man behind.
Mhm.
And I live by that. So if there is someone being left behind, we're definitely going to swoop back around the backside and carry whoever we have to. Right.
Right.
That's all.
Agree.
Yeah, that's all part of it.
If the human Chester cat, if you can say what state are you in and where are you just so you can, since you're on the call, or type it in the chat if you don't want to open up your mic, just so to limit that. Also go into our Study Buddy Connect, so you can have one of your family members or someone that you trust or someone you connect with within your area as well, and so you can get some support that way in the meantime while we work on all these things. I hope that was helpful. I know there was Kendra that was trying to come on the mic earlier. Kendra, I didn't want you to get lost in the group of things. I saw you pop up and then.
Oh, yes. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm such an emotion. I mean, what I wanted to say doesn't even measure up to the song following testimonies, after that. But I just wanted to really show my appreciation for the people that brought me into this group. I am totally just floored with the wealth of knowledge. I got into this group by a beautiful lady named Yoon. I've created some spiritual partners with Anna and great other people. And I just want to shout out to you, Doctor, and Kim Marie, for bringing this, and Eric, and everyone is really genuinely just pouring out everything. And I've just been soaking it up. And I just pray that all of us receive an avalanche of wealth, prosperity, so that we can help people that can't help themselves, so that we can give. And I'm following the processes. And for those of you that have hiccups, I had to pick myself up today. I got a letter from the IRS, and I'm just looking through all the stuff, and I'm just grateful that this platform is there where it's categorized, so that I'm going to go through every single video because I know the answers are there. Kim Marie has given us all of the answers for 1040s and 1041s. And I just want to just say, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for everyone on this call. You guys filled my heart today. I haven't been on this platform long, but a friend of mine, Anna, was like, you got to get on this call. And I'm just totally just so thankful. And I hope that all of us get the remedies that we're supposed to have, even if we have to fight for it. Give us the strength. Give us the strength to hold on, to battle these pirates that has held our prosperity up. Just show us the way, show us the light so that we're not down when we get these, you got old IRS letters and we're scared. We shouldn't be scared. We are the creditors. We are the creditors. And I have to constantly remind myself of that. And I just want all of us to be in that frame of mind that we can do this. And I'm just so grateful for Kim Marie to bring this information to us. So hallelujah and thank you. Sorry for the long delay.
Girl, you're fine. That's beautiful. We appreciate you. You did great. Thank you for sending that love and encouraging to the group and the community. That's why we're here.
We see you, Kendra.
Can I say something too? And if anyone needs my help, I am here for anyone. And if you need help on the tax side, I can help. If I'm would love to be under your tutelage to help you, to help other people get their tax things done. But I'm battling all the information too, but I can be a vessel for you as well, Kim Marie.
Ooh, I heard that.
You said you wanted. Did I say it right? I apologize if I didn't.
No, you did. It's great. Thank you so much.
Go ahead, honey.
I just wanted to share my gratitude as well with everybody in this group and everybody that also make this happen, because the learning daily is insane. It's phenomenal, great, and I'm very happy to be able to have the opportunity to be here. Like somebody else said earlier, to be here and have the chance to absorb all of this. We've been chosen for a reason. And to be able to pass it to, our kids and the generation that is coming, that is fabulous. I'm very, very grateful to have this opportunity. Thank you so much to everybody involved and everybody in here and everybody that is somehow learning as myself and be able to meet the amazing people that is out there. I'm very grateful for that as well. Because sometimes we think we are alone on this, but we're really not. And this group is a picture of that. I'm very, very thankful for all of that too. And then adding to that, I was on the live the other day on TikTok with Kim Marie and some other great people as well. I couldn't say my success there because of TikTok. So, Kim Marie, if you can, you send me a text through TikTok that you couldn't find me, and then on Telegram. So I send you a message on Telegram as well. And if we can connect, I wanted to really share the success that I have by tendering a payment in person at the bank. So I really wanted it to share, but I wanted it to make sure it's something that I can share with everybody. So I wanted it just to make sure I share it with the right people first and then go from there.
Thank you. I just popped on your bubble and I just reply back. Thanks
thank
for
you.
finding me on there. I have to find my contacts now. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Much love to you and everybody in this group.
Thank you for all of you guys and your testimonies and your ability to come back and just love on us and be supportive of everybody in the group and just reach one, teach one. I love that. So anybody else that has anything on their heart that they want to share or give gratitude to on this call?
I do, please. Thank you. Alone, together, steadfast. That is it. And we are all doing something now. And it's so wonderful to see this on the daily. Forget about the analysis paralysis and all that may come with that. I tell you what, the V in here is not victim. It is for victorious and victory. And I just have to say, it is amazing. The most costly possession any one of us have. And also the most fragile is liberty. And that is up to us to keep it. And matter of fact, it's at the heart of the gospel. The truth will set you free. And that is clear. Jesus said that himself. And the thing is that it's not a license. Liberty is not a license. It is ours. It is ours to show and share to every Jupiter rain that's coming through now and it has been here already for a minute. And it is just so beautiful. And I tell you another thing that I really love the most about all of this is that, they can diss me all day long. And they have tried to tell me, well, you're going to do this and this is going to happen. No, you can't tell me what is going to happen to me. That is between me and my maker. And I'm just so glad to have this community. It is a beautiful thing. And I just want to say thank you, much gratitude. And
Want to hear anything?
all of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Ian.
I'm giving you a big group hug. I'm feeling a group hug right now. Thank you for that. I heard you loud and clear.
Cornelius, I think you wanted to go next.
Yes. I kind of just wanted to say the same thing. I just want to thank y'all for providing a community like this because I've been studying a lot of these things for a couple of years now, and I pretty much had almost given up because no one's around me that actually either understands this or even on the type of things that I'm on. And all they used to call me is crazy and things, and for a minute they started to get to me, but now I've met a few people that's more like-minded like me, and then I have a community I can come to and ask questions, which I haven't had any remedies on certain things, but at least I'm starting to understand what process I do need to complete, and I have people I can talk to with it about it. But here in Alabama, there's not a lot of people like me that's on these type of things, or even believe in it, or even read the Constitution for that fact.
There's a few people in the study connect group that I saw that are in Alabama. So go over there and find your people. There's people locally, probably I don't know if they're how close they would be to you, but go in this. I know I saw Alabama in there. So hopefully you can
I
find
think
local people.
I chatted in there and put it in there, hopefully to find a few people. But I'm hoping somebody hit me back.
Okay.
I did ask, was anybody in Alabama?
Okay, perfect.
But I thank y'all for providing this community because I really did almost giving up. Now I'm fighting a couple court cases. I'm trying to get remedied with these 1040 years. I haven't got a response from the IRS yet, but I'm finna send them a letter and call and ask about it. I did get my green card back, and I'm gonna go from there. But thank y'all for all y'all doing.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Who's that? Decent? Jason? Go ahead, sir.
You're breaking up, Decent.
About for the second.
You're breaking up, honey.
Oh God, you can hear me?
Okay, go ahead. Try now.
Okay, I'll say I don't know if anybody understands the secondary market. Well, me, I trade futures. How do you I ain't gonna say recoup, but okay. So whatever I make, is there a way I could recoup that in a sense, or no? I have to
Hey,
account for that. I don't know if anybody.
you got a gratitude for us?
No, I mean I'm not gonna say. No, I'm not saying a strategy or anything. I'm just saying. No, I have my way of
No,
doing
brother, a
it, but
gratitude. A gratitude.
No, I.
oh, gratitude, gratitude. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was not trying to. Um, my gratitude. I guess my gratitude is I don't know, not to take this for granted. Not, I don't know. We tend to take little things for granted, you know. And once it goes away, at a point in time, then we realize how valuable it was. Rather you earned it or not. You know what I'm saying? Just having that gratitude is everything. In fact, giving that gratitude or showing that appreciation is what's going to, open doors for you. Because that's my gratitude. gratitude for it. I also to say hope what I'm saying makes sense. I'm not throwing people all off or anything like that.
Makes sense. Thank you for sharing.
I appreciate it.
May I speak?
Well, hold on. Just maybe I can attempt to quickly answer your question, Decent. If maybe you could start looking into the 1099B stuff that people are up to, because if you have this transaction, you're funding a live account, right? Like this isn't really like a futures trading community, but
Yeah, that's why I
there's a
said I'm not
banking
trying to.
transaction involved with funding your account. Okay, so just wanted to point you in that direction, and there could be something there to pursue.
Oh wow! Before you go, oh wow, that's gonna be hard for me. Well, I'm the only one that knows this. I mean, I got other people that do what I do, but when it comes to this, they know nothing about this.
Get on that Holly and Kia Keys Google Drive and watch all that stuff from start to finish if you haven't already. And that
Oh,
will
how do
help to
you?
get
How
your
do you?
mind going on what you might be able to do with your question.
Wait, how do you spell? I understand how to spell Holly, but the last name.
There's a group. There's a folder called "Claim Your Credit"
Oh,
dash Holly
yeah, I see it.
C.
I
That's
see
the
it.
folder. Yes, that's what he's speaking about.
Got you. Thank you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let somebody speak.
Go ahead, the one you were saying something.
Yeah, I was curious. Well, now that you mentioned, that's on the chat, correct?
What the folder?
Yes.
Claim Your Credit. It's called "Claim Your Credit" dash Holly C.
Okay, thank you.
There's a
Yeah, I
folder for
just have
that.
my bank statements and so forth, and I was curious to find out about the accounting, or not the accounting aspect, but is that what we claim for the credit for recouping?
Hold on. So you guys, this is we've been on here for a couple hours, and this is a gratitude and insight sharing Saturday for everybody. There's 200 people on the call. So we want to make sure that we're taking the mic and we're sharing the gratitudes, or at least your progress and your insights, so that everybody can benefit from your heart and your song and your voice. So could you do
I
that for us,
apologize for
Juan?
that.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I'm very, I have a lot of gratitude towards everyone in the community, and very, I love this because it keeps me in line with what needs to be done. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to obviously to do this process and so forth, because really would love to amp up certain things, projects and so forth that I'd love to explore. So just wanted to say that.
May I speak, please?
Hold on, guys, one at a time here. Okay, go ahead, Lala. Do you want to tell us what you're
Yeah.
grateful for, and then maybe expand on that?
It's not that I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong. What I wanted to say is that I listened to everyone, and they are saying the things that they are challenged with, the conditions that they may have, diseases, those type of things. And yes, those things are real. But what I want to say is that there is power in the tongue. And if you own and claim things that don't serve you, they will continue to manifest as they are. So when you say, I have this, I'm sick with this, you can't overcome that if you harbor on that and continue to claim it. So best practices could be to say, I'm healthy, I'm healed. Or instead of saying, I have this, I have overcome this, or I am in a better way now. Think of it in another way versus claiming those things, because they can continue to stay within and get stronger with you saying, I got this, because now you're owning it. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
And I doubled that. I didn't have the courage to say it. I was holding my tongue. And the source just slapped me upside the head and said no more of that. But not only is it going to manifest, it's going to double, because it was too much power on this phone for us just to walk away and not slay that dragon, not slay that curse, not slay that, because the fact is there's only 4 or 5 things that could be causing every disease, but the doctors trick us. Young lady, if you could put in the chat what the name of it was, and we gonna get rid of that thing. And just exactly like you said, use the power of your tongue from just one letter different. Instead of have, had. And that's it. I'll step down. Sweetheart, thank you for stepping up and let using your energy to manifest that, because it needed to be done. And when it's 2 or more gathered, we know what we can do. And this is holding ourselves accountable and stepping in those pits. Because if you continue to drown, if you continue,
Identify with all these illnesses. So
yeah. Thank you,
people
guys.
can
Thank you, young lady.
identify with all their ailments. I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. Yeah, I have blah, blah, blah. Definitely.
So I'd like to share some gratitude.
Hold on one second, guys. 74042 McCandles, you were going to say something earlier.
Yes, I was. Hello, everyone, and the last two that just spoke. I really thank you all for that, because I had been battling with a condition, and that's one of the things that I've been practicing, is speaking of that as in past tense, and also, um, just just speaking over myself. So thank you too for that. But I wanted to call and I wanted to get on the call and just express my gratitude to the leadership here. You guys are so phenomenal. I was able to finally reach someone in your group, who's I've been in some other groups with as well, and it took a while for him to get back with me. And I prayed, just Lord, let him feel my heart in his message. And when when he did contact me back, we probably spent the first half an hour on the phone, just talking about how amazing this group is. So hats off to the leadership here, Heather, Kim Marie, Jeremy, and everyone else here, and Lily. You had me in tears earlier. Your testimony was everything to me earlier, because I've been working on the 1522s, and just trying to find some direction there. I still have a couple of questions. I actually messaged you, but yeah, I just wanted to give my gratitude to you guys, and I know sometimes you all can get frustrated when you get the same questions over and over again, but your hearts are so huge, you guys. Man, I really can't say enough about this group, the information that you guys put out, how you spill your hearts out here in the group, the prayers that you say here in the group. I just want to say thank you.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you. Lorraine?
Sorry. Thank you, Heather. So I am very grateful because the last time I talked to Kim Marie, we actually had a conversation on, I don't know, one of the love bubbles we were all in, was back in the 242 early morning awakening thing, and we were talking about taking care of ourselves and being put ourselves first. And, you know, Kim Marie and I are on a same kind of path where we love to help others. Well, Creator decided to bless me with a very wonderful shattered femur right at the top of my knee, which now I get to lay in bed for 8 weeks. So I am sitting here just doing 1522s, getting my green cards back, doing my husband's, doing my family's, and listening to all you wonderful people. And it's just gratifying for me. It's such a long journey that we always started a long time ago, all by ourselves in small little groups, that we are unified. I always have said we must be unified as a whole, and nobody understood that. So I just would like to thank every one of you, even those that are brand new. Welcome in the unified love bubble. And that's all I'm grateful for at this moment, other than the fact that I'm still standing and per se.
Yes, Miss Lorraine, and may we have bubbles forever. Thank you, sis. Prayers for your comfort.
Thank you
I
so
would
much.
love to get a chance to say my gratitude.
Y'all love Pinky?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. I just want to say how grateful I am. A year ago, almost exactly a year ago, I lost my father. Been dealing with, he was a veteran, dealing with the VA where they wouldn't help my mother. And finally, we seem to have gotten some kind of resolution. But on top of that, uh, finding this group, and I filed all my 1040Bs and ESs for the last 3 years. I want to just thank the group for everything that I found to help me in order to do that. And I also I put together the buddy group for San Diego. So
Oh,
I'm
love
grateful
that.
that I got
Thank
the
you.
opportunity to do that. And I just want to say just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, this is really hard for me to talk. But thank you to everybody.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your contribution and for your leadership and to start the San Diego group as well. And we're here for you and we love you and we send you lots of love and energy. And so everybody on here who needs healing as well, sending you lots of love and light and energy to you guys as well.
I am so new. I have never filed anything, but I've just stumbled on this group and been brought in by some friends. I just want to thank you so much for the love that I feel from everyone that's here. I've never been a part of such a loving, God-filled group. And I'm just going to say thank you so much. And I'm excited to be able to share this with the people that I can touch.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you, Miss Lonnie Ray. Any more gratitude?
I have a gratitude.
Grandma Millie, what's up?
Hey, what's up? You know, I check my phone pretty regularly now on the days that I know these lives are going on because they quite literally are what keep me going. When I hit a wall, usually of my own making, I think back on the things that I've heard in these groups on these lives, and it just blows my mind. And the thing that came to me today was to share a prayer that I utilize every day and learn through a membership in AA, and they refer to it as the third step prayer, if I may. It
Yes, please
says,
do.
God, I offer myself to thee, to do with me and build with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of self, that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, so that victory over them might be witness to those that be helped with thy love, thy power, and thy way of life. I will always. Thank you for letting me share that.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
I thank you for carrying the torch that Grandma Millie got the memo. Thank you so much, sis.
All right. Could I share? Is that okay?
Go ahead. You have gratitude, Donovan?
Yeah. Hi. I live in England, and I was invited into this group some time ago. I've not really been on any lives, but I'd just like to share the gratitude that I've been basically listening to everyone who has been blessed by everyone in this group, everything that's happened to everyone who has been in servitude, I guess, to the system that we never knew about. I mean, I've been on this journey for about nearly 5 years now. And this is the first group I've come across that talks a lot of truths. And I really wanted to let you know that I appreciate that there are other people out there like myself. It sometimes feels lonely out here, especially in England. It's so bad here, you wouldn't believe. But you know, there's a lot of people awake here, and you know, we are in little groups dotted around the country, trying to find the strength to do the same as you guys. So I just wanted to let you know that your words are reaching out across the pond, and I really appreciate the help that we get. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And I know it's late there in England right now. So thank you so much.
Gary, get a hold of him.
Who, Robin? Robin, what were you just saying, honey?
She was just telling the guy get in touch with someone named Gary.
Yeah, because they're in the UK. He's been in this for a long time. I think just connecting the dots with the entire world is what we're doing here.
Yeah. What a blessing. How about lost sound? It sounds like I just saw like a note that someone said they couldn't. There's no Christine. You said that you have no sound? Because I can hear still. Everybody good?
Yeah, it came back up.
Okay. All good.
I'd like to thank Donovan for reminding me that I've been in touch with groups like this around the world through the South African assembly, I guess is what they call it. I've been on their calls, and there's been people from around the world there. So we are all connected. And just want to let everybody know about that. I'm going to keep in touch with them. And I'd like to express my gratitude for being blessed by everyone's presence today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. We appreciate you as well. Any more gratitude testimonials that you guys want to share?
Christine, did you want to share?
I got something.
I'm good today. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks.
Who just said that? They have something?
Yeah, the 903.
Oh, come on.
I just want to share that it feels really good to be able to share this group with other people outside of this, right? And have the confidence in speaking on it and going against the conspiracy theorist narrative or that shit ain't true narrative, when I can confidently say that, I have a community. I have a community that does this, a community that gives testimonials about proof of concept. We're showing the fruit, we're showing the receipts, we're showing the checks, we're showing the deposits. You can't dispute what we have going on over here. And just being able to go out into the public with that confidence and be able to deliver that message to the people that I'm trying to share this with, it's powerful. It's powerful. And I want to thank y'all. I mean, I couldn't have done it without this community. Everyone coming on board, and you're going to continue to contribute because you're going to continue to receive by just being here. All right. And that's the beautiful part about it, is it truly is about just giving and receiving and loving back, spreading that abundance, being authentic, being in your true self, having the ability to be in your true self. A lot of us can't because we've got all these obligations dragging us away from what's authentic. But being able to come to a community where you can express that authentic side, that's where that message resonates. And that's what is so powerful about Recoupers, is we have so many authentic people coming forward, telling their testimonials. All of our admin are just truly authentic people that are truly passionate about what they're doing. And it's so powerful to be able to spread that message to other people. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And then when you were talking, Lex just put in the chat 2 checks that this person received about a week or 2 ago. 2 large checks that they received. Go look in the today's chat. Literally just posted a minute ago while you were talking, Jeremy. Love the energy. And this is a refund via 1099 NEC and plus the 1041. So that's a trust. And they filed last summer. It took a lot longer than expected. But look at the interest that they paid on this check. $114,632.72 in interest for a check for, what is that? Over $1 million. Had to wait a year for $1 million. Now, who has made $1 million in 1 year from a job on this call? And if you did, you had to work 2,080 hours a year to get that $1 million. They probably only took about 8 hours, 10 hours to get this $1 million and had to wait and do some paperwork and all of that. So let's say it took them a week worth of work to make $1 million in a year. Okay, Marie? Like,
nowhere on the internet do they offer such a flawless business plan. Okay. It's the polar opposite of how a business is run. And it's going to be so massively successful. It'd be like the Mr. Beast and how he does it. He does stuff the exact opposite. And that's what we're going to be about. We're going to be about giving that back and bringing you in. You have no choice. But when you see that golden nugget roll by, you're like just mesmerized. You have to follow. And then once you get on the train, the gravy train, you're just like, wow, abundance, health, wealth, like community, my people, let's go, and then it's almost immediate. It's almost immediate when you get around this group. I've had so many people hit me offline and say, just getting into this group, it's like, it's immediate. The live calls are amazing. They follow my lives. They hit up Kimmery's lives. They've hit up other people's lives, and they're like, there's just nothing like it. There's something different about the way y'all are going about things. And I said, well, it's all free and it's all about love and gifting. That's it. We're not trying to take nothing from nobody. We're trying to amp up our own energy and share that with the world. And that's what we have here. And it's just the beginning. It's so, I like to predict the future. I've been doing this for several years. What I say happens. And Recoupers is going to be an amazing, amazing experience. And I can't wait to get together and actually meet everybody face to face.
Okay, Marie, I know you have some beautiful words you want to say about what was posted in the chat. And also, let me give this little disclaimer. I know I know you guys are excited and stuff like that, but when people post their testimonials and their celebrations and the things that they're doing, try to be mindful of how much you jump in their chat, in their DMs and stuff. Okay, I know we all are looking for answers, but I have to give that disclaimer because we do want to protect the community. We want to love on them and we want to be respectful at the same time as well. But Lex, we appreciate you posting your results as well. So, but I just wanted to put that out there. So thank you for sharing. Kim Marie, I know you were laughing out of joy.
I just want yeah, totally. I love it when people win, but I just really want people to rest their eyes. Okay. This is what the future looks like when you are drawing mana from heaven. This is from his lineage. This is from his family's energy. This is from his energy that he put forward. He said, I'm committed to taking the helm of this ship, and I'm not taking no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Evidence that we are the treasure. And there's a treasury that's held up our cookies for the righteous out of the hands of those who would put their hands in other people's cookie jars. We'll just leave it at that. So we can have hope again. We can have trust again. We can have community again. We can have family again. We can have commitment again. We can have honor again. You know, we can have gratitude and thanks for the maker that made us and designed this game. Who would have thought that it wasn't just a campaign slogan? The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. Any one of you on this call, tell me what you would have done if 1.8 got swept away out of your hands. I was forced to find my tribe. We can't do this alone. Can't do it alone. The whole thing is about mana. And, you know, Matoki Elson and in Lakesh, I am another you. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. And this is just the beginning. So thanks, Heather, for letting me share that. But, you know, I'm just laying my eyes on this is mana. I believe it's a gift. Even though he has this in his hand and he's going to manage it and place it in the proper places so that it can grow and it can benefit his next generation of family, we still get to gift on a 1099 miscellaneous with a pen. And then the gifter gets to do a bead and gets 10 times the amount of the gift you just gifted. See, the Treasury gets 10 times back what they just cut him a check with. They've been planning for the next 7 years. We just had to fire the pirates who weren't playing by the proper rules of mana, right? Sorry. Oh, no bullies on this ship. You know, but bring your own credit. BYOC, dude. Right? Bring your own credit. Let's have a party. Let's actually gift people for a change instead of asking them for money. It's our little secret, but it's biblical that we're going to get 10 times the amount we gift back. That's level 2, right? Well, we got a couple levels with. That's level 2.
That's 2025 stuff.
Y'all remember the old school phonathons where you would call in and they would do donation drives? Yeah, we're going to do credit drives.
I'm telling you.
We choose a partner to gift each other.
What'd you say,
Can we choose a partner to gift each other?
You
in
can.
this group?
We're gonna have gifting parties.
Okay, listen. Everybody on this call right now, your homework, should you choose to accept it, is to go print out a 1041T and find 10 people to gift $250,000 to. And put that in the little blue box before January 1st. Just saying.
Can we gift all of our EINs?
You can gift any of your EINs. You can gift any of your family and your siblings on the 1041T. You would have to have their, you would have to have access to their W-9, let's just say, okay? A W-9 is where someone voluntarily offers you up, here's my taxpayer's name, and here's the taxpayer identification number that I prefer to use when I'm in the public. You know, they might give you their sole prop. They might give you their LLC. They may not choose to give you their social. But if they're a family member, you know, and you're their power of attorney, you get to use that social and you can gift that social. But for public places in the future, when we're at gifting parties, you just need to bring your W-9. Who wants a gift? Well, give me your W-9. I'll gift you. That's what Robin did to me. I had to consent and say yes to her gifting me. So her trust gifted my trust. Okay. And when that came in the mail, I was so proud as a pumpkin patch. Okay. But we can do this all day long. We just haven't really thought beyond our own circumstances yet. So we get to fortify those heart boats that are around us. We get to fortify our families. We get to fortify future dogs that we haven't even rescued yet, but we can create accounts for that future dog that we're going to create a home for in our home, right? We're going to foster it. Well, that's all we're doing is multiplying the cups. The cups receiveth the mana.
We can't hear you. Okay, Marie? Are you there?
That was a phone drop instead of a mic drop.
Got it. Noted. Mic drop. Love, love, love. This has been an amazing call today. The energy has been amazing. The conversation, the love, all of that. When we get off this call, you guys also go back and look at the chat that's here that we've been chatting in today as well. There's some nuggets in there for people that were taking notes and putting comments and stuff based on the topic of conversation. Later on tonight or tomorrow, we'll have the replay up in the group. It'll be in the Recoupers Live Videos library. So if you're going to be looking for it, that's where it's going to be. Make sure you find your study buddy in your state or any area that you want to connect with. Make sure you pay attention to the Recoupers announcement tab as well, because when we have these every Saturday, that's where the link will be. I mean, that's where the announcement will be, and any other announcement that we may have as a leadership team. And the live links, that's when you come into the chat, when you're looking to try to get into the chat, it will be in the live links. Also, go to the top of the group where it says Recoupers and then click on live chat, video chat, and that'll get you into the chat once it's started. So we'll be doing this every Saturday, keeping it going with the gratitude and the insights and testimonials. It fuels me, it fuels all of us as leaders, and you guys are leaders too. And we appreciate you all so, so, so much, even for spending time with us on this Saturday and taking 2.5 hours or 3 hours out of your day just to be with us and to share the love. So we're so grateful. And we love you guys tremendously. So just want to let you guys know that we're here and we love you. We love serving and continue to pour out to each other and be there for each other as well. Find your study buddy, very important. Go in there, and if you feel led, create a group for your state or your area and lead that group outside of Recoupers. And you guys can get together and start to form your connections and your support for one another. Does anybody else have anything on their heart they want to share?
Yeah, Dr. Heather?
Yes.
I just wanted to say I want to express my gratitude to everybody for taking the time to giving everybody this opportunity. And for us, it's made a big difference in our family, in the thoughts in our household. And it's really nice to have a family. We've been fighting this battle on different things about getting the truth out there that people have been taking advantage of. And what we're wanting to do is we're just telling everybody that we can think of. And for everybody out there that's telling everybody, I know Jeremy had mentioned it earlier. We are so grateful to be able to think of it as planting seeds, even though, because we've had people to tell us all kinds of things, that wasn't true, this, that, and other. They really haven't looked at it, but we know it's real, and we know we're making a change. But hopefully somebody else will come up and tell them that they know better, and they can get in here with us and help out. And it may not be their time to hear this, but everybody has their time. And when we heard about it, we were grateful in another group that we had heard about it. But just share it with everybody you can. One of these days, a lot of those people will come back and be part of the team. Just it's it's not wasted. It's a seed planted. Seeds planted is what I call it.
Agreed. Thank you so much. Agreed.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. For those that are asking about the study buddy group, there's a topic folder called Study Buddy and Study Buddy Connect. That says no Q&A and comments. You can go there to find somebody within your local area and your state and connect with them, send them a DM. Don't start the conversation in the chat. Find that person, see if there's already a group that's formed. If there isn't, you can be the leader and form one. I don't know if there's one for Indiana or Wisconsin, which I believe someone just asked over on this live call chat. I don't believe there is one, but I think there might be some other people in Indiana and Wisconsin in that are already commented in that group. So on that folder, I should say. So please go over there and search for Indiana and Wisconsin and see if you can find your local person close to you. So that'll be great. I'm just looking at the last little questions. There's a Colorado group. It looks like. Okay, so yeah, put all of that over there because this group is this chat that we're in today is gonna be closed after we get off this call. So you won't be able to comment into this chat that's up right now for Gratitude Insights Testimonial Live for today. So go to the Study Buddy Connect folder, put all your state there, and if you have a group already created, put the link in the group so others can find you, and I will pin it to the top of the group. Is that fair? So that's where you guys need to go. As far as the 1041T, it's 1041, not 1040. 1041T is in Tom. That's the sheet that you do for the beneficiaries for when you have a trust, and then you can list out the beneficiaries. It could be your business, it could be me, it could be anybody that has a EIN or a social security number, and you put them down. So if you wanted to fund, for example, $10 million for ABC Trust, and then that $10 million would be split up between the 10 people that you list on that sheet, and each one of those 10 people get $1 million. That's how that works. That's how you could fund your businesses, your other EIN numbers. That's how you can do a love transfer to each other as well. So that's one way to get it. And then that person will pull it down, I believe, by doing a 1099. I think that was the other question that was in here, Kay Marie. That once they do that, how do they pull down, or that person who receives, who's the benefit of that?
Read the instructions.
Okay.
And read the about 1041T. Because all of us have been waiting to gift people because we thought we had to have money first. So you're going to put your rose-colored heart-shaped glasses on and get your neon pink highlighter out, right? You can do green if you want. You can do blue, but make sure it's bright. And highlight what it takes to be a granting, gifting love machine. Read for your freedom. That's all I've ever done is read the instructions. There was no one there to teach me. So I challenge every one of you in these groups to go dig for treasure. If you have the question, go dig and find the answer and post in the group. Here's the question I had, and here's the treasure that I found when I looked. Now we're teaching people how to read again. Because there's no way I could sit here with 170 people on a call and tell you how you would navigate your course of gifting. We're the captain. And to whom much is given, much is expected. So that's kind of the chapter that we're in this storybook. What? You mean I don't have to wait until I have coins in my pocket to gift someone $1 million? Nope. Not where we're going. got a little indication of why you think maybe they suppressed this intelligence from all of us?
But we got the memo now.
All hearts and minds should be clear at this point. We've had service, we've had worship, we've had testimonial, we've had offerings, we had everything all wrapped up in one today. I know my heart and my mind is full, and I'm so grateful. And
let the church say amen.
Yeah.
Let the church say amen. God
Amen.
has spoken. Let the church say amen.
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 And on that note,
Amen.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
Woo!
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Amen, everybody. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Until
Thank
next week,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Until next week. Have a blessed week. Okay.
Amen. Thank you. You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
Glory to the Most
you,
High.
everybody.
Blessings.
Choose the 10 among this group.
Thank you.
Dr. Hannah, do you have a record of 174 people here? Do you have a roll call?
Yeah.
There was 174 people on here. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I just want to know the list. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too. Everybody take care.
Good too. Thank you.
Gratitude,
Flying peace,
everyone.
everyone.
Take care.